get my.
Welcome back to StackedDiceRP.
What?
Stacked Arse IP.
That's what I heard.
Stacks on stacks, boys.
Sunday night, descent into Baldur's Gate, return to Avernus.
Gotta readjust my camera on stream.
Like those asses. And
All that makes sense, right?
I think I got most of that, yeah. Sounds like we're playing D&D.
Yeah. So I do have some handouts for you because I didn't do any last week because that way Nas didn't have to take them off the screen.
More Baldur's Gate things.
Yeah.
yeah, wait, there's more of this?
What?
Only like 12 more, guys. Calm down. But when you guys were crossing the river Styx, this was the guy who was in charge there. Horny Devil.
He's handsome.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
Horn Devil.
Handsome Horny Devil.
Steve.
Don't make me look that up. I already archived that map.
Steed is Soul Sucker 5000.
At the Demon Zapper, you guys met one of these.
Oh, I kept thinking a gin. That's what I kept thinking when I was thinking about the podcast.
Yeah, it's an Earth Gin. There's 4 different gins.
Oh, okay.
That's the Earth
That
one.
makes sense.
With everybody's favorite color of the moon color.
Yes.
Oh, majestic.
Why does he have a goatee?
That's a bit of a feast.
Because it's
That's how you know it's a
majestic.
male. Yeah. Comes with the wisdom.
Would you fucking look at this? It's just like
A mullet with a goatee. That's fucking.
At the
beautiful.
The weird
Also-
side eye gets me, though.
Huh?
when you guys were at the river Styx thing, you dragged through the water. You guys were attacked by some demons. One of them being one of these lovely guys.
Yeah.
He was the one trying to cut the cable.
Then you ran like a bitch.
Wow. These guys were trying to attack everybody.
The name's Brock.
I want
Rock,
to
bro.
rock.
Like a
When you guys went to the Tower of Orm, there was some demons there. Some of them you'd seen before, like they were like spine devils. Other ones were big green, like ogreish ones, Iconoloths.
Michael.
Those are the
What
ones
was
who outside the tower where Mordecai was.
Oh, okay.
There were 3 of these guys. 2 of them are the ones who disappeared.
Those dudes seem like dicks.
Could be.
Kind of glad Jesse didn't start anything with him.
I don't even remember this guy.
Speaking of remembering, what happened last week, guys?
Do you remember? We fought
I
some
think-
plants.
And you
Right?
tried to kill
That's
Jesse, you know, same as every
Every
week.
every recap, you guys always start at the last 5 minutes.
let's go back and look at the gifts.
I was about to say, let me
recap.
scroll up these 160 GIFs.
We found the demon
It was
zapper.
193 by the end of the session.
My God.
In which we found a troubled unicorn and a troubled earth djinn
Ow.
who all
Ow.
whatever. And then also we learned that the Dow has a contract, and that's important news because he wants to try to find a way to break it.
Mm-hmm.
Which also somebody wants to figure out how to do that as well. Then I got to thinking about that too, guys. It's probably going to be something really bad for us to try to break somebody else's contract. Just to give you a heads up on that. Not foreshadowing, but I was thinking about it.
It'd be good
I
for
think-
Z to learn how to do that.
We definitely shouldn't help them see or anything.
So then, yeah, so we're on a mission to free a unicorn, free a Dow. Then we went to the brambles and fought some plants, and cleric split the party.
Hold up.
It worked out fine.
When you guys first went to the Tower of Erm, that's where you guys just had a conversation with Mordecai, and he gave Doldrum a book.
Oh, that too. Shit.
A signed book.
That
Doldrum was
first,
very
yeah.
happy.
Yeah. Which you guys don't know the title of.
And
He
we go to
mentioned,
the obelisk at some point, right?
yeah. Mordecai said there's some wizard of lesser renown at the obelisk who might be able to help you.
Mhm.
That's where the gifs kind of went off the deep end with old Greg.
Yeah.
That's when you guys went to the Demon Zapper, which you were told then to go to the Bone Brambles to someone there might know how to break the Dow's contract.
Mhm.
Which if you break it, then he'll help you take down the tower, which will free the unicorn.
Red Ruth, right?
Yes, Red Roof. Very
Then
good.
something about Bell, right?
Yeah, find out.
Yes.
We're supposed to see Bell about something else, though. I think, right?
You can see about whatever you want.
We were able to get an not invitation, but what's it called?
Letter?
I think it's, yeah.
A
Like
letter of
letter of
recommendation.
a meeting with Bell without, him trying to kill us.
Right.
Right.
A formal meeting.
Right. There we go. Okay.
Right, which is what the Dow was offering.
Yes.
Yeah, my notes are kind of all over the place over here.
You take notes?
You keep notes?
Yeah, but they're like half drunken notes, so it's just like
No drinking
Red Roof,
anymore,
Bill
Eric.
Some
Big.
notes.
Eric, no more drinking.
I'm not.
That's a totally innocent face you're making.
Yeah.
Your
everything's-
kidneys aren't doing good.
My kidneys are fine.
He's
But
got
your
adult knees
liver,
now.
your
They grew
liver
up.
is not
It's
doing
the
good.
liver.
I mean, my liver's doing great. It's huge.
He's like, it's fine. My liver's just being a little bit.
It's all buff.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you guys did make your way to Bone Brambles, which had multiple entrances as you guys very wisely decided to split up and explore. Doldrum finding some bag, and the other of you guys finding some plant monsters who decided to swallow Jesse. See, there's Jesse
yeah.
going inside it. Help me!
Those are
Oh, yeah,
fun.
we're in
Tell
this
me.
maze of a place.
Yes, it is.
I was still in this maze.
I can't wait to show you guys the full map. It's so cool.
I think I made that joke last time.
I think there were many.
You should show us just like really quick, just like put it up.
This entire time,
count to
what
3 and then
it
take it
has
down.
been me, Nessa, and was it Doldrum trying to find the others.
Yep.
Yeah. And I
Mhm.
teleported and only just got there before you.
Yeah.
And one of you guys showed up, and didn't you kill the last one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I showed up just to see it die. I'm like, okay.
Good job, guys.
Doldrum.
Mhm.
As you guys look around, reunited with these giant plant monsters kind of like absorbed back into the grotesque walls.
So good.
Yeah, man.
We never found.
You guys zoom out. You gotta find it. Yeah. Well, I mean, thanks, Doldrum. Where have you been this whole time? I mean, thanks for killing him, but yeah, we've been at this for like seems like hours.
Right. Well, first we went through the path and went around, and I found the body, and
Yeah.
it was very.
Nobody listened to cleric's directions anymore. When he says split the party, no, it's a bad idea.
Seems to have worked out fine. We're all here again.
Or who?
Well,
I don't think
I'm
I ever
fine.
explicitly say split the party.
I have cuts.
We
and
just went our
bruises.
separate directions.
Maybe we just went Coco. We went Sausaid.
So what have you guys been up to? Fun anything?
I got fucking thorn scratches all over me. Nothing. Cleric.
Well, not splinters.
Fighting shrubbery.
Yeah, so careful guys.
Leaves in places we shouldn't be.
These things they come alive and they're very hungry and they're surprisingly very tough. And you'd think that they wouldn't like fire being made of plants, but that's not the case either.
Wait, being made of plants, they are
Or being
plants.
plant folk, yes. Either way, it really sucks. And we got a lot of owies. What about you guys? Did you guys see anything or find anything?
How many did you
useful?
take out?
That Dolphin found something.
I'll be
I just
back
got
in a
here.
bit, man.
I didn't run into anything. There are a couple passages we could take though on the left side.
Okay. Doldrum, what'd you find?
A baggie.
Hey, wait. You found the bag at the north side?
Aye.
Went to NoCo, got a baggie.
Oh, a dead body, no less.
Yep, that's
That's
for
it.
St. Louis, everyone.
Yeah, can I search through this bag? Is there anything in it?
Yeah, sure. So you reach your hand in the bag, make a strength check.
Bites me.
A strength check?
That's check, not a save, right?
It's probably the same roll for you, buddy.
I know. I'm just sad about it. Oh, I didn't. Okay, well, whatever. 2.
Well,
I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not rolling an advantage for some reason.
yeah, so
I thought
either
it
way
was
you roll a
attacking.
3.
That's what it was.
So as you reach your hand into this bag, you feel a sharp pain in your wrist as the bag bites down on you.
Great. Well,
You take 17 piercing damage.
holy
Oh my god.
Ow.
As you yank your arm out, your hand is not there.
Oh my god!
What?
Doldrum?
That's not good on a wizard.
What?
Wait, let me think here.
Doldrum, what did you do?
I've lost my hand.
We're fighting plants and you're getting beat up by a bag?
Fuck
I
you!
don't
I'll
like
throw
this
the bag at
worse.
Z.
I don't catch that thing.
Z, heal him.
Oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, somebody do something.
I'm gonna run up and start casting Cure Wounds on him. Trying to wrap the nub.
Does Cure Wounds regrow body parts? I'm pretty sure.
No.
What if I get his hand? Can you regrow it if I get his hand?
You're gonna risk.
I don't know.
You're gonna risk that bag.
Don't reach in that thing.
Get it
Okay.
out.
I dump it upside down to try to get the hand to come fall out
Shake it.
and shake it.
Yeah, turning the bag inside out, you see the teeth like in the bag just kind of like recede and they like close, and nothing comes out.
It hit my hand.
Yeah,
Laughing
you're in-
because I'm in shock.
Cure Wounds will close the wound because it's a magical healing, but yeah, it doesn't bring back a hand.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, holy shit.
Think.
We
I
stand
think.
both.
I'm not. I don't.
Which hand did you lose?
That's up to Doldrum.
Well, I'd assume it would be my strong hand.
And you are in quite a bit of pain and some
Why?
shock.
Heal him before he passes out from the blood loss.
I did?
Yeah, here you healed him.
Oh.
11.
Yeah.
Should probably wrap that.
I'm working on it.
So, which was your strong hand, Doldrum?
I just assumed he's right-handed.
Oh.
Hmm.
Not anymore.
Right.
Welcome to hell, Doldrum.
I didn't want to come in the first place.
Oh no.
Poor Doldrum, man.
And his friend made him come, and then his friend ditches him.
I've lost both my best friends in a matter of a week.
Aw.
Your best friend
Jesse
and your
gets it.
girlfriend. Got it.
I know.
How am I
think
gonna
we all get it.
read? I used it to hold my books.
Maybe someone can hold the books for you.
Shut up, lizard.
I was offering advice.
Doesn't help.
Cleric, you can't bring a hand, restore it?
Not currently.
Oh.
Can you, Lulu?
I forgot.
I'm
Drax, yeah.
sure if we're going to be speaking to devils or demons, preferably devils, one of them will probably try to make you a deal for your hand back, so be prepared for that.
Oh, that's gonna go
That could be a thing.
That'll be
swimmingly.
fine. Where are they at?
Oh,
Point them
yeah.
out.
Yep. Point me in their direction. Let's go get my hand back.
Well, we're trying to find a red Ruth. Do we know what type of creature or what we're expecting from them?
I don't think we know.
Yeah.
Right?
Nobody asked or got more information on her.
Because we're stupid.
We don't ask the good questions.
We barely know what we're doing here.
Probably think about that. And the next time, which way have we explored now?
Well, north and south, apparently, so that's 2 down.
Laughs in DM.
Is this a dead end where we're at here?
Yes, if you go past the
Oh,
party,
dead
it's a
end?
dead end.
Well, I'll follow you.
Can I try to beat up the bag?
Sure.
My hand.
You dodged it, Jesse. You said you weren't touching it.
Okay. But then I also flipped upside down, so how'd that work out?
Nothing came
Yeah,
out. I didn't
like you
drop
saw
it.
teeth kind of recede into the bag, but nothing came out.
Okay. I don't know what I did with it after that. So I'm getting that. Okay. Right on.
It's probably just on the ground.
No,
and-
we could keep that and like use it as a trap against people.
Is it,
Hey, check out my
I'm
bag.
scared to go near it.
Guess what? There goes your hand.
is it a mimic or?
You could put it on somebody's head.
I don't know what you're right though.
That's
I
the
don't know what.
firebolt at it.
Poor bag.
Is it? Can anybody look to see if this is magical?
Wrong page.
I mean,
There we go.
I don't magic like that. Maybe Doldrum could if he wasn't burning it.
With
I'm gonna magic
children
it.
don't give a shit right now.
yeah, with a 22, you can hit a non-moving bag,
Oh, I'm gonna.
and it starts burning.
Take that, you little bastard. Spit out my hand. Spit it out.
Give me back my hand.
Doldrum, I gotta hand it to you. Not your best.
Oh,
Comes the hand puns.
Oh, does it spit my hand out?
No,
You
it
handled that
does not spit your
unwisely.
hand out.
All right.
he gets all the cast jokes from.
All right. Now I'm attacking its little brain if it's got one.
Wait, but where did your hand go? We should
Where
be.
do you think it went into the bag and the bag bit it off?
I emptied the bag. There's nothing in it.
Okay, well then.
Yeah, he turned it inside out.
Digested currently.
Mind Sliver doesn't do anything
All right then.
because it doesn't have an intelligence.
Doldrum, calm down. Just a minute.
Wait a minute. So hold on. I have to ask a question. Okay, so it's not a. It doesn't have to succeed on a saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Oh my god, it's a tickle. Oh, I
Let me.
got nothing for you.
Yeah, that's what you guys doing.
I can teach children the open hand technique.
If nobody's picking that bag up, I will pick it up.
No.
I'm burning it.
Okay, I stomp it. I'm gonna stomp it out and then pick it up.
All right, I'll burn it in your hands, I guess.
Does it open and bite
So,
his foot?
did you guys look through everything here?
Oh. Yes.
Like, was it a dead end?
Which way? Nessa?
Like,
Yeah, that's a
well,
Yeah.
Yes, total dead end.
everything you've seen so far is a dead end. So we could try the one that I passed by on the way here.
Okay. Is the fire put out? Is the bag creature? Is it dead? What are we doing with that thing?
Right, he burned it and Jesse stomped on it. Or Z did.
I picked it up.
Yeah, it's scorched.
Scorched as in it's.
Does it look like it's not happy?
Didn't physically react to it.
Hmm.
Really?
shaking in agony.
Does he, as
Drop
you
the bag,
feel
see, drop the bag, drop the bag.
the Doldrum launches a fireball at the bag you're holding. And
I
it
wanted
catches,
to know my pain.
and it catches on
He's
fire.
holding it up for him. Fucking like target practice.
Pull.
Fireball.
As it sizzles and now it's got some holes in it.
All right. Now we're getting somewhere.
I
Keep
throw it back
holding
to
it,
Doldrum.
V.
You know what? You know what? This is your bag. You deal with this. Yeah, just give it back. Throw it back to Doldrum.
Oh, thank you.
You gonna open the bag, Doldrum?
No, I'm still burning it.
I'm walking away from him and his bag problems.
Doldrum, I think you should lead the
Alright,
bag.
maybe we should head
Poor
out.
Doldrum.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Listen, buddy. If there's a way we can help regrow your hand or something, I will be there with you.
I'm gonna mold
Oh.
Earth.
We gonna mold a hand?
No, I'm gonna bury it alive.
Hey, he buried
I
the
don't know if
bag.
it's alive.
Oh, it bit me. It eats.
See Doldrum bury the bag, but
Oh, it's
ate
gonna
his
take a
hand.
nap.
See, biting is quite effective.
Too soon.
Uh-huh.
I hate you all.
What the fuck, cleric? An amputee is taking part in a discussion on the effectiveness of gloves. On one hand, they are good for cold weather. On the other, they don't really help.
They still got nubs.
You're terrible people.
That's your brother. You're the two green characters, so
Oh, okay. Oh, I really don't like this place. Let's go. Let's do what we got to do. Nessa said she sees another path. Maybe.
On the left side, sir, did you see anything on your side?
No, we really didn't make it very far, to be honest.
Oh,
Before
well,
we were
Claire,
attacked.
I know you went on. I know you went the right passage. Was there any other path that we could have taken?
I have no clue.
He's
It's
like,
been a
that
week.
was a week ago. I have no
In
idea.
a week.
That's right.
I don't remember if there's like one or two passages.
I believe it
that
was a
on the
dead
left
end.
side, so okay.
I
We
believe.
could try the left
Yeah,
side.
'cause
I
when-
haven't checked it.
When I went to the right, it circled around and I came up here.
Is
Okay.
anyone good at mapping?
Mapping?
Mapping Avernus? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, good luck with this map.
You know, Doldrum, if you learn karate, it could be martial arts. No, bad one. Okay.
Gonna wait till you're sleeping one night. I'm gonna cast a fireball into you. Not around you, inside you. I wanna see what it does. It's almost like you'll be taking a bite of the fire.
You know, if you do cook me, I hope you at least eat me and don't waste it.
See how you smell.
Alright, so what are you guys doing? Nessa's trying to get you guys
I'm
moving.
gonna try to move between Dolder and Claire right now.
I'm watching what's going on between the dwarf and the lizard folk. I'm just not liking the lizard
Yeah, I'm
folk
not-
at the moment.
I'm heading out. I'm hoping people are following.
Split the party, split the party.
Yeah, not doing that at
No,
all.
that doesn't.
No. Come on, Z.
Which way? I'm going this way.
So how far down would you say that bag was that Dolder buried?
You really want that
I
bag?
But
I
yeah,
think there's more to this damn bag than we think.
it's less than 5 feet.
How long would it take me to dig that up?
He used
Do you have a
Smolder.
do you have a shovel?
Oh no, but I got natural resources.
But he has two hands.
Yeah, but Molder is kind of covering it like naturally.
It's
So,
Alright.
That's the same wall I got stuck in last time, I think.
oh, are you stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Now, some of these lines are very tight with the
Where's this go?
thing. So
Yeah, which way did y'all go?
Down.
This-
they split the party.
Did we? Oh, there's
I
Faye.
Yeah, there you go.
That's no okay. There's Nessa, Molly. Okay.
I'm pretty sure this path just wrapped around, so
Eric's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Why did I?
All right, tell him we were leaving.
He could see. He has eyes. And where were you? I see.
I was actually lagging and had to restart roll 20.
Oh shit.
You know what? I got this. I'm gonna find you guys.
Yeah, okay. Okay, mine.
I think I'm stuck in the wall.
I'm gonna find you. Get stuck in wall instantly.
Okay, right here.
Okay,
I don't think we got through here. I don't think it meets up with the same place that we were originally.
This
Marco.
path here, Nessa.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Marco.
Hold still, Claire.
Okay. I see where they are on Zoom. I was trying to make my way there.
North or south?
Oh, I was going south, but you might have a better idea because you've seen what led my last direction went.
I mean, if someone,
I mean,
some
as
people
long
go
as they're
south and
in
some
the-
people go north.
Molly, go ahead.
That, but Molly could go north.
This appears to be a no sound. Oh, this goes on for a minute.
Are you north?
Oh, okay.
I went south.
Yeah, Molly's gonna go the other direction.
Mazes are fun to watch you guys
Soldier,
navigate.
I feel like you should sit back for a bit.
I'm gonna jump right now. So here is okay, just make sure I was going okay. Wait, where's the rest of the group?
Oh,
There,
okay,
you
you're
brought
back.
Is your chicken
Guys,
with you or did you
Melly
leave him out
can be-
working by himself?
Melly
It's
can
with
be by
me, but
himself.
it's hard to move.
You
2 tokens.
guys shouldn't follow Mally. He's gonna go by
Wait,
himself.
there we go.
Ooh.
Do not follow. Oh, wait, I can't hear you anyway.
Do not follow. Ooh.
Ow.
What's that? Why is that red? What's ow? What's ooh? What's happening?
The ding.
What's that red thing? What's that?
That's an aura.
That's part of the wall. That's some
This-
bloody
okay.
tree stump.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, Mally had it on his side.
All right, so Mally's by himself. The group is
Yeah,
one
Mally-
direction, and Cleric is by himself. I love it.
Yeah,
Is
I don't
Cleric
know
by
why,
himself?
but
Why would Cleric go by himself?
We gotta put a leash on that lizard.
I believe.
Don't
Oh, we
believe
have
the
not.
trustworthy creatures.
I think.
The lizard folk are dirty creatures, aren't they?
okay, that's
Hey, Cleric, roll a d4 for me.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no. Of course.
All right, everybody freeze. Hang on. He rolled a new number.
Hey, I see tokens through walls.
That doesn't help you because we're almost out of road.
Oh, what do you see? Like the edge of their tokens?
I see the edge of the token
Probably
like
feel it.
going through the walls and then they'll disappear.
Yeah.
I'm not alone. I have Infernal Sanders and Maui.
As you walk into that area, a bunch of thick thorns and thickets spring up around you
Mm-hmm.
in like a 15-foot section.
Okay.
And
Are they moving? So they're moving to.
they're moving to try to grab you.
Okay. Am I able to try to dodge out of the way, or is it like?
Make a deck save. Mally is PC. He is not that close.
Okay, fair enough. He's also invisible, so.
Yeah, so with a 13, you manage to start getting out of them, but you know you're also in a corner where you need to either, if you stay, they're going to keep grabbing at you.
Okay, I'm going to start backing up.
Come on, Infernal Sanders. You can move, Jess.
Okay.
Do they look like they're reaching out to get me, or are they just staying where they're at?
They had a small enough radius where you're getting out of their reach.
Okay, I'm gonna start making my way back.
Did Melly tell me what happened?
Yeah, he was laughing. He's like, mine's almost got Cleric running off by himself.
Anti-fam, I see a clearing up ahead.
A clearing, dearie. No, I'm just kidding.
Who are you?
I was just
Okay,
telling you
Melly
it's
goes north.
Faye.
Yeah, I think Melly would lead you clear.
Do we go ahead?
Would I follow Mally's direction?
It's up to you.
Following
It's
your
really,
lead.
there's only one pathway.
Yeah, I know.
The commander seems to like to use you for frontal assault, so...
Yes, apparently everybody uses me as a shield.
You did take that shield feat. Just
Oh
so
my
you
god.
know.
It's the role I chose.
I'm stuck
Okay.
on the wall.
Who's behind me? They're awfully slow. Go back. There you go. There's that.
Stuck on the wall.
There's a path to the left, a path north and south. I don't know where they lead.
You want Melanie to check one?
Probably should.
Okay. Hang on, where are you? Okay.
This is way more fun. See, the module wanted you to like roll to like randomly find areas, but I think letting you explore it's funner.
Okay, I guess Melanie will go this way.
Which way is
We
that
could
way?
go one way.
Going that way. If you want to go that way. Ooh.
Oh, dead end.
I got a dead end up here too. Oh no, I don't. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what's so fun about this map.
Can Molly go? Oh wait, it's
South?
a dead end south. Okay, no, it's a dead end. I just peeked around.
Okay.
How you feeling,
Yep.
Baldur?
Got no hand.
No. Aw.
I mean, at least it wasn't like somebody who uses both hands. You know, like a Jesse with a shield and sword.
This is true.
Oh, he used
Well,
There's
both
someone
hands.
else.
It's still useful having two.
I mean, two hands
I mean,
don't
two
help.
hands really. I mean,
Stuck in a wall again.
It's all right. There's tight quarters. I get it.
This place wants to kill me.
Yeah, I think all three of those characters were stuck. I couldn't
Zach, are you stuck or are you just not moving?
I haven't moved.
Oh, okay.
He's waiting. There's people ahead of him.
I turned around and saw like half the party was still trying to catch up through the thorns, so...
I don't even know where you guys went. Is it up and around?
Just leave me here.
Are you still in there?
No, I'm stuck
Oh
again.
no, yeah, he's stuck.
Are you moving? Why is he getting stuck? Nobody else. Are you using the keyboard or mouse?
No, I'm using the mouse.
Maybe try the keyboard.
I'm using the mouse, but it keeps double clicking, making me want to change the name settings.
How do you use the keyboard to
Same.
move?
If you click your token, you can just use the arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably
It's
not
hard.
so much in here though.
I can't go left and right though. I can only go up and down.
I'd say some areas you
It's
can't move
because,
into
yeah.
with the keyboard.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
it's-
go this way.
It's a tight area. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've got it blocked, so you guys can't walk through walls.
Ah,
How big is this fucking place?
it's pretty big.
It's not even that big. That's the funny thing.
It doesn't look
It
that
seems
big.
massive. Okay. Okay.
We're not a shower.
This way.
It's a grower, not a shower. Is that what you said?
Yeah, we can't see anything. That goes on forever.
Oh.
Oh, there's a tiny little. Oh, okay. See this little. Okay. Are we like in a creature? I feel like we're like inside
Like
of
a
a
worm or
creature.
something.
Yes.
That's
Yes. Yes. It
I
would.
mean, it is a bone. It's a dead creature.
Oh my god, these are some tight corridors, dude.
horrible. Yeah, they are.
I warned y'all.
All right, we have what we believe to be west and north. Well, you know what? Okay, just go west.
Where? Yeah, Molly, we'll go in
We
the
can go
opposite
north.
direction of where we're going. Yeah.
God,
Already.
that's
I don't know what you're referring to.
We've already tried flying over top of this, correct?
It's got a cover over it. Yeah. Yeah, they tried that. They
Nessa,
tried that
send
last
Molly
session.
north of me, up there maybe,
Okay.
because Z went. Is this the way?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Z's on there. So yes.
Hey Z,
Wait.
roll a d4 for me.
Oh,
See if you can get the last thing. Right? Nothing happens. Maybe.
alrighty.
Nothing happens. Maybe.
Is this something you could squeeze through? No, it's not. It looks like you could.
Is that dead
what?
end?
Yeah, that's a dead end.
Bitch.
Okay, where's Molly? Is he having better
Yeah,
luck?
that was a dead end.
Oh
worry about
God, really?
No, Mally's at the right.
Oh, okay. It was so tiny. It didn't look like it was anything.
Oh, not north, southeast.
North, south. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Wait. No, so which way?
Let everybody else catch up.
Now where cleric's going.
This is so funny to watch.
Alright.
From my perspective.
Can we just burn this down?
So I'm gonna,
No, apparently plants don't catch on fire.
I'm gonna stick Mally in the corner. Because that way everyone can see what's going on.
I'd say let me know when I'm good to move.
I can like just move Mally out. That's fine. We know where we're going.
As you guys reach what seems the end of this cave-like maze of brambles and such, a cave-like hovel lies at the center of the maze. Hundreds of bones and body parts hang from twine from the entrance, and the ceiling is strung with garland made of bloody entrails, and the air buzzes with flies. As you see I will show you the world.
I just think to Z and like, this is disgusting.
The fresh
I agree.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Okay.
How cool is that map?
That's awesome.
Oh, this is what we were navigating through. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. Now, where's the original one?
Was there?
This is the original one.
Oh, weak.
Oh, stupid. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah, that one's just like, eh.
Go out, I'd say all the way. God, that is a hell of a maze.
Yeah, it's such a cool map and cool background. That's all I was like, I can't wait for you guys to
It felt so much longer, but like looking at the whole thing.
That was almost a Z. That was almost a Z. Oh, over
Well,
here.
that's what I told you. I was
Z.
like, it's not as big as you think it is. It's just weird.
It feels bigger than it is.
As you get into children, the center of the maze, you see a can't say feminine, a female creature in the center, wearing a dress. Looks like it's made from stitched together bones. Looks like strings of like small humanoid skulls around her neck. That looks like they're like chattering some kind of rhymes. She looks into you. Oh, are you the ones who've been out wandering in the bone brambles?
Hi.
You come to see Red Ruth go my potions.
Who?
Red Ruth.
Red Ruth. Yeah.
That's what we're looking for,
Yes.
I'm not for potions. Maybe? Does anyone want a potion?
I don't know.
Not a potion.
Regrowing arm potion?
Oh.
Anyone needs potions from her?
Yeah, I don't want. Nope.
I think I'll pass, but I will lay down.
It is nasty.
I didn't care.
Can you re-blow up the token? It didn't blow up for me. Or I might have been clicking while it was.
Yeah, you couldn't take clicking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like an ugly purple tiefling. Maybe it's your grandma, Jesse.
Aw.
Oh, it probably is.
It's your sister.
Hey.
Don't talk about little Ruthie that way.
Her name's not Ruthie.
Ruthie ate too little.
Yeah.
Can we just get back to the red roof?
It's Red Ruth. That's her name.
Oh.
Ruth.
There's no Red Roof.
Oh.
Her name is Red Ruth.
Oh.
Red Ruth?
Thought we were going to a place called the Red Roof.
No,
Like the
I am
hotel?
the one called Red Ruth. Surely you've heard of me.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just my name.
As an action, I'm going to use one of my psionic energies. I'm gonna roll a d8 and see who I can connect with for how long.
Oh, where you? So for the two-way communication?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I rolled a 2, so for the next 2 hours I can talk to 4 people telepathically.
Damn.
I don't know how I feel about this creature. Anyone know what that is?
I do.
It looks like a witch of some sorts.
I connected to
What did I do?
everyone
Oh, yeah.
but Cleric and the hag and the familiars.
Thanks. Thanks.
Everyone but Cleric and who?
Cleric, the
Okay.
familiars, the hag, and not to
And
the
the Howie
elephant
Mandel
creature.
from Little Creatures or Little Monsters.
I mean, the
As,
elephant
as,
creature
as
is
Nas
really
said,
cool with that.
it is a hag.
Yes.
I didn't say anything. I just
Ooh,
said I
a
didn't know what it
night hag?
was.
Yeah.
And
Dog
as
and
I
a
said,
hag.
though,
A witch doctor. We might be in the right place for Doldrum.
Doctor, have potions and tinctures, or potentially commune to find out about your things you desire or need.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Such
was
as
talking.
I
to
mean,
somebody
we're,
else.
we're here for the Tao,
In front of her.
right?
aye, we need to talk to Belle.
I'll talk
No,
to
we have to
Bella.
break that Tao's contract.
The
Yeah.
Dow.
Yes, a now.
The Dow's name was Ralzala.
Azala's contract with the demon zapper.
Oh, that one. Well, I mean, I could tell you how to break it, but why do anything for free, am I right?
What do you need?
I'm out.
A-L.
Just a favor, nothing too taxing.
What kind of favor?
Mhm.
I've been overdue for a bath. It's been, as you guys can tell by the nasty
We got a
smell.
bag.
Bath.
No, a bath.
I think she said bath, Cleric.
Our friend Cleric's possibly overdue as well.
It's been a couple
That's right.
centuries at least since my last wash. But you can arrange, or my problem is usually I go to the Wandering Emporium, but I can't leave here unguarded. So I just need somebody to keep an eye on the place for me for, a few hours to allow me to go there, have a nice wash, a bath, maybe get my hair trimmed, and then come back.
Could I do a check to see if she's still on the
Lady
bridge?
just wants a
Just few
spa day.
hours.
Yeah, you can do a insight.
Mani petty,
And she's gonna be what?
Yeah, that's she's telling the truth. She wants to go have Crystal put it a spa day.
Mhm.
What to be guarding the place for and from what?
Well, anything that might come here to try to mess up my lovely home here. As you guys look around, there's like entrails and body parts and like
What-
all kinds of
what would
viscera all over.
Yeah.
Would want to come over and mess with this lovely home.
Exactly. And that's why, I can't leave it.
No, what
unguarded.
would?
Well,
You got things attacking it regularly?
well, they know not to do it when I'm here. No one is that stupid.
Telepathically to Faye. This creature is pure evil.
I don't
It needs
get a
to be
good
put down.
feeling. I don't get a good feeling, but at the same time, what is our objective? I don't remember.
Nas wasn't here, so.
That actually makes two
We're
of us.
trying to save a unicorn.
Oh,
Right. She supposedly
and a
knows
Dow.
how to break the Dow's contract that'll allow them to free the unicorn. And the
we're here to
Dow.
get information on how to break a contract.
So we're talking to someone about helping the unicorn? So
Well,
maybe
in order to help the
Indirectly. It'll
It-
indirectly help you.
correct, in order to help the unicorn, we have to help the Dow.
well, sometimes two wrongs do make a right, I guess. Maybe it's okay if we don't harm this creature and help her instead.
I mean,
But
it
what if
is
we get the information and then kill it?
that.
Shady dealings, but
I mean,
I mean,
really, type of
Jesse,
reputation.
that is an evil act.
Do we all
Is it?
It is.
What's more
Yeah.
evil than this evil lair right now?
Are we all in on this
Your
psychic
idea?
conversation, or is this just like?
Yeah. Well, I'm just
There is
saying.
murdered
Everybody
bodies
but
on the
Clarence,
ground,
so-
and I'm the evil one?
You don't know she murdered him.
She tried to eat me!
She
She
didn't.
did not.
She didn't try to eat
Not
you.
yet.
Perhaps the creatures that were
Kinda.
trying to keep away from destroying her hut tried to eat you.
Oh, so it was just a guard dog, is what you're saying.
Sure. But I think she just lives in here. I don't think this is her abode per se. I don't think she owns the maze.
Well, true test, if she walks out unscathed, I think, maybe she has some control. I'm just throwing that out there.
You all
Perhaps.
appear to be very quiet. Are you contemplating?
Oh, no, I was just thinking. Sorry.
Well,
I
don't strain
contemplating my
yourself.
life's choices.
Do you not have any other protections in this maze? Are you not capable of commanding some of these plant creatures that we saw? Do they not work for you?
They don't work for me. They came with the brambles. They are leftovers from a time long ago.
Does that answer your question, Z? Telepathically?
Guys, we don't get anything out of this if we don't help her.
Correct.
Do you have any idea of what would want to come attack this place?
Could be anything. We are in hell after all. I just don't want to leave my home unprotected. You all look more or less intact enough to handle yourselves.
I gotta hand it to you. That was a good one.
Aw.
Thank you.
Telepathically to Ryo. Well, Commander, I believe this would be your choice.
I'm with the group on this. Like Nessa said, if we have to help her to get what we need, I think that's only fair. Do we have to stay here, though? Can we guard maybe the entrance?
She looks around. She goes, "Which entrance would you guard?"
Many entrances.
Yeah, how many are there?
I'm gonna look at the map. One.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys want to split up the party 5 different places?
Not
No.
really.
Yeah, you have a buddy system. It's fine.
No. Definitely don't want that.
Well, I mean, me and Nessa were able to set up. Was it Nessa that also had spiritual guardian? Not spiritual guardian.
All the
Guardian
you're
of
right.
Faith.
We do that. The Guardians of Faith.
Watching over this place should not be too hard as long as we keep them in the tunnels. Numbers
Mhm.
don't mean anything, and we're just protecting this place, not the entire brambles.
Yeah,
True.
the rest of the brambles will grow and move as it needs, but it's more of my home here that needs the
Just
protection.
this?
I think
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's fair. How long are we talking will it take you to bathe and return?
Well, I mean, maybe half a day. I can travel rather quick, and I know where the Emporium generally will be. And then
Rob, can
depends on
Actually,
how
I'm
long it
gonna-
takes them to clean me. And then
I just kind of walk around just like nonchalantly, like kind of just investigating a little bit to see if I think this might be a trap of any sorts?
Or are you wanting to do like investigate or like insight what you're trying to see?
Just, I guess, investigate, because I just want to kind of see if there's anything out of place that would kind of trigger something's off here.
Sure. Do an investigation.
Like she has written down somewhere, like
No.
my secret plan. Aw.
But when something's up, you see like teeth like on the bottom of the
Let's
ground.
all
Wait for
kind
it
of-
to leave.
Deadly
Ah.
maze and a home of bones with a night hat.
Yeah. I mean, the place looks creepy and scary as shit, but you don't see any clear, teeth that are going to jump up and bite you.
Can I
Almost like a
tele-
bag. She looks totally bad.
Too soon, Baldur.
Wait a minute.
telepathically to Nessa? I don't know how far Molly can go, but do you think if he could maybe follow the hag, stay out of sight, be invisible?
Wait, I think you can only speak psychic to or telepathically to
Yeah, I would have to play
with
middleman
him.
for
You can
this.
speak telepathically
Oh.
with him. Oh.
He's playing middleman.
Okay. Faye, ask Nessa what she thinks about this plan to maybe have Mali follow the hag, just to make sure there's no funny business, at least for a little while.
Nessa, the commander would like to know if Mali, your creature, can tail the hag. Make sure there's no wrongdoings.
And now
Hello,
you
the
tell Mally.
I mean,
Love it.
hey, Valley, can you tell this hack for us?
This is just a game of people thinking really hard at each other.
Yes.
I mean, I
Meanwhile,
could
Claire's just
attempt to follow her just by her smell. It's awful, but she may be able to see invisible for all we know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
These are
I mean,
creatures with powers we don't understand.
Yeah.
what Nessa say?
I'm still waiting on
There
confirmation.
might be okay, there might be a problem.
Hey,
Might be able to see invisibility. I don't think it's a good idea.
feed the animal freely.
She said there may be a problem if she can see invisibility, but she can have him try.
That makes sense. Perhaps we're just up front and we make that a part of the deal. And the deal is that she can travel, but we will have our eyes on her just to make sure she upholds her end of the bargain.
And I'm a racist one.
I mean,
who has the power in the deal? Like, who's?
who has the power in the deal either way? I believe Nessa is trying to communicate to you.
Be a long session.
Does he necessarily need us? Or is it just nice that he's getting a bath?
It's just me connecting different phone cords to each wall, you know?
You're just like a phone operator managing the switchboard.
The issue is if she
Right.
knows about Mali, I'd say, then it's a familiar. She can just destroy it, and then we have nothing.
Yeah, then we guard his place for nothing.
I am quite sure Mally would not approve of that. Okay.
But I can say, I say to the commander, she does smell very bad. Perhaps she actually does want a bath.
Can't blame her, honestly. I think we're all going to need a bath after leaving here. I'm for it. I'm for guarding this weird pit of bones and guck.
Well, then I would suggest making a deal with her. Do you want to make the deal, or do you want Nessa to make the deal, or who? Some people have issues talking.
Not naming anyone.
What? I see his mouth moving. There's nothing. We got nothing.
Muted.
Here we go. There we go.
Hi.
Cleric's just looking around like, why is everyone quiet?
What is happening right
We're all
now?
quiet and staring at each other. I'm just like, oh yeah, nice place you got here. What's so like, what is this place? What's up with you? Just like small.
How
chat.
you doing?
How you doing?
Small
I like what you done with the place.
Oh god. We're thinking to ourselves and Cleric's having the conversation with the hag.
Yes.
Shit.
He's already made a deal.
Yeah.
I haven't said anything, so I'm sure it's fine.
I don't know what's up with them. They're just quiet as hell. So
Claire's just like, they're letting me do all the talking. This is great. It was really trust me.
Have you met our one-handed wizard friend?
he lost his hand to a bag that bit it off in this maze.
Red Ruth, I think our group would like to take you up on this offer. We will watch your home and help guard it while you go and bathe and return. As long as you are back within a half a day, and you promise to give us all the information that we need upon your return. Any information that you have.
And we have the deal. So, keep the place tidy. Don't go through my stuff. It is trapped.
Stop.
Telepathically,
attack us.
I'll take a look around.
The plants aren't going to attack us, are they?
Happy bathing. Okay.
I'll be back smelling like fresh something.
Smelling like fresh.
She
So fresh and so clean.
she wanders out to the maze out of your guys' sight.
So do you like weather?
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
This place is gross.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
It's
That's a little rude.
Is it?
Just bones.
So are we supposed to be guarding?
So how many
There's
is Claire?
blood and body parts.
How many has Claire chewed on already?
Neither. He has his own.
Also, you said not to touch your
Question.
stuff.
I'd like to take a look around though. What's in here? Like just a quick
There-
scan over the place.
Yeah, it looks like some gross places where she has brewed things. Can't really tell what they are because it's gross hag stuff. And then there's a cabinet that looks like where she keeps her valuables, but that token is where Doldrum found the dead body. That's not a kill you thing.
Enemies are attacking already.
What is?
Mm,
There's Drow here.
Yes, roll for cry, Doldrum.
Constitution.
Roll for cry.
I think it's performance.
Your crocodile tears. Well, I typed this whole thing out, but then
Very
everything got quiet. So,
Very, very quiet.
Nessa, I think we need to kind of station some eyes and ears out along these entrances here to the tunnel. Like maybe Molly could help, and
Yeah.
we just kind of spread out, and that way, if something does come, we'll know about it and can prepare for it.
Also want to be relatively close to each other though.
Yeah, let's not split the party again.
No, not split the party, but just maybe.
Molly
keep doing
could
some
scout
rounds.
for sure though.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
I don't know why he went that way. It was clearly a dead end.
Yeah, you guys can clearly see it now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know this is nothing. This is, I mean, honestly, this entrance and this entrance and this entrance. So really, there's only 3 entrances.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, where are they gonna
one.
be like? Where would someone be likely to attack from? Like
Only
from inside or outside?
2 entrances.
Yeah, there's only 2. You're right, because this up here it's closed off. So
When
And
you
then
guys-
2 over here.
Saw
Yeah.
before the trees just came through the walls. Too.
Oh.
Hmm.
Those of you. who
oh,
were
those fuckers. Oh yeah. I was kind of hoping they'd be on our side now, but no. So wait, what is that?
Dead body.
What? Oh yeah, it's a dead body.
Freak me out.
Don't worry about that. That's not anyone.
there.
Okay.
Or is it?
That dead
No,
body have
that's-
its hands?
I mean, you didn't necessarily look, but not something normally you check for.
Doldrum's thinking to himself, there was a dead body. I wonder if he has any hands. You'd be like fucking Frankenstein monster yourself together.
Yeah, I suppose there's only one way in, so Molly's gonna be like right there.
All right, so you guys have a few hours. What you doing?
I want a short rest, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, short rest. Kira, did you
I mean-
find anything useful?
If we're short resting, I could put some guardians down.
I mean, I can take a look around at kind of like an investigation check or something to kind of search for actual traps.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
do an investigation purely for traps.
Search the bones, see if I find anything interesting.
19, but I'm gonna add a side bolstered knack if that fails, which adds I think a D8. Sure, no. Yeah, I can roll a D8 for it, which is
Akira Mystera, that's her name.
21.
Yeah, you look around, you don't see like anything where Red Reef looked like she had trapped the area.
Okay. Well, I think the traps were just kind of a ruse, trying to keep us out of her things, but
Are people short resting?
What if
Okay,
Cleric.
if they're short resting, I'm gonna put a spell down. Where is it?
I'm just curious if there's big piles of bones and she says there's trapped and she doesn't want us rifling through her things. Perhaps things are buried underneath these bones. And I know Cleric has a special cloak that he can turn into a rat and maybe he could sniff something
like,
out. Check around in there.
She may know where her stuff is. It may not be the smartest.
maybe.
Cleric's already walking through the bones. He just stumbles on anything.
Can anyone see if there's magic in the area?
Not at all.
Not me.
Look over to Baldur crying.
I look to the crawled up dwarf and then Nessa.
Sorry, I was doing a
not me.
arcane recovery. What are you guys asking?
Can you figure out if there's magic in the area?
In about 10 minutes.
Do a divine sense.
In about 10 minutes.
Fine sense.
Oh, I just rolled my hit dice for sure.
Well, I'll take a look around the next 10 minutes while you're doing
some
that.
people were injured.
I would like to short
this-
rest as well.
Alright.
So with your divine sense, the area does feel it is desecrated.
Uh-huh.
And you do sense there are some type of undead nearby.
Really?
So blah 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 blah. You spend this key blah blah blah.
Okay, yeah, Nessa, you cast the spell.
Oh, sure. Long rest. Get my keys back.
Yeah, it's right there.
Faye, I don't have a way of checking magic in the area, but I'm getting a sense of something not alive. Little undead, if you would say.
Opposite of living.
Yeah.
My undeadar is going off.
Undeadedar?
Yeah.
Do you have a direction?
If you were alive and it was opposite day.
Do I have a direction? Let me think.
No, because if it's behind total cover, you do not.
I don't, which is telling me it's hiding somewhere.
Well, it just means it's not within, 5 feet of you? Because everything past 5 feet is full cover.
5 feet?
Well, look at all the walls around you, Jess.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a direction. Could be in the walls, it could be below us. I don't know for sure.
I think the detect magic would be able to get through that, right?
Get through what?
Those barriers, because it's it says it's blocked by a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood and dirt. How thick are these?
Yeah, these walls just kind of interfere with it a little bit because they are wood.
It's only 30 feet anyway. So.
Yeah. You kind of get a magical essence from her living quarters. It's more of like, I guess it'd be, what is, let me look at this spell.
Like a
there's
residual effect or something?
Yeah, there's like enchantment and divination. Remnants.
All I'm getting is don't touch that, and don't touch that. Probably don't go over there. But nothing undead.
Nope, that's not accurate.
Right, well, you can be
Definitely
honest.
undead.
Pile of
but
Bones
lots
has
of
never
books.
come to life in D&D ever.
Not ever.
Well, I would suggest that we set up a perimeter around her hut, hovel, cave, whatever this is.
I do have a guardian near the
Really?
entrance to, like, right here. So if we want to spread out, we could.
Well, definitely a good idea.
But I would recommend as a group, not by ourselves.
And Mali, we sent scouting, so good. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
How's Melanie found it?
Mali is moving. He is moving around, so he's not actually just there.
I mean, honestly, wait. I'm stuck in a wall. I'm gonna go.
So some of you are keeping an eye out. Some of you are short resting.
Does that work?
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20 on that drunken arcane recovery. Rob, you see that?
Oh shit, you
Oh.
did.
You know, technically, I could do another spell. Or do you want another guardian?
Nessa, you did not recover your spell.
Oh, okay. All right. I just did one then.
This is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time you've short rested after losing your patron.
Oh. Wait.
And tried to recover a spell.
Okay, well, apparently Lulu didn't work fine.
No, she offered to, but she doesn't isn't strong enough at the moment.
Well,
How did we get in here?
maybe that unicorn.
I've been this way. There's only one entrance.
Yeah, so
Be another way for us to get you
Dead end.
someone
Well,
to
Eric's gotta
speak
guess.
to.
Here, back around a dead end.
what did you recover with your nat 20?
This is our only.
Or doldrum?
Quotes
This right here is our only entrance.
You what?
It said Quotes
That's it.
recovered a bunch of shit.
So we
I
could
used
literally go as
Dimension
far
Door,
out.
so I
Mhm.
recovered that, and then I recovered one second level spell.
Nice. Yeah, because nat 20,
So it's +2 with the nat
Mhm.
20.
8, so 4. Yeah, so 6 levels worth of spells. Nice. Yeah, you really drank into it after losing a hand.
Yeah. Just drowning my sorrows.
Poor Doldrum.
Poor tubby bastard.
Is anybody keeping a watch?
No, they won't stay on my wrist.
God. Jesus.
Fucking leave.
Oh, he just mic dropped with that joke and fucking walked away. Oh, jeez.
You holding on to that one,
I mean-
Doldrum, or what?
No, it just.
Apparently,
well,
you
you
can't hold on
couldn't.
much.
You couldn't hold on to much. But
You keep watch and short rest at the same time.
I suppose Mally is doing a lookout, so.
you guys are gonna be here a few hours.
All right. Well, I'm on edge because I'm senses are going off a little bit, so I'll probably watch.
I'm on edge because currently short rests don't work. What is the point?
Why am I even a warlock? How do I warlock now?
No. But, everybody levels up. Nessa, what are you gonna be?
We're trying to multi-class sorcerer, but not this soon.
Well, I mean,
It's really
sorcerer, you gotta have
multi-classing if you don't have a class anymore.
you gotta have a
I know, what
bloodline.
the-
You gotta have a bloodline. The sorcerer multi-class.
I can teach you some martial arts and you can monk. Me.
I can introduce you
Offering
to
to
my
help out.
She
guy.
doesn't have the wisdom to become
I
a
could have told you how to
Introduce you
juggle.
to my god.
As Faye's the only one paying attention. Yeah, the rest of them are making hand jokes and sad because.
Oh, I am watching. Sorry.
That's not true.
I'm watching. I was not paying attention, but I'm also watching.
Distracted by looking
Mally's
at
also
bones.
looking.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mally's kind of reporting in like this place is nasty. I kind of like it, but it's also kind of creepy.
All right, nothing on Mally's end. All right.
The person with one eye had the highest perception.
You're not looking far. It's that depth perception you fail at.
That's why I just hit people in the mind. I don't worry about their body parts. Can't see how far away it is.
Right.
So as you guys are kind of chatting and hanging out uncomfortably, patching up some wounds, Doldrum drinking heavily and realizing he's lost a couple pounds.
How heavy is his hand?
I mean, they're dwarves. They got pretty big.
Well, he looks at the end of his arm, and it's all he's got left. So
That's all he's got left. So bad.
See.
And then nothing happens.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. As the wall near you, cleric, a
Yeah.
ghost-like creature steps through it.
What the hell?
Another one comes up in front of Raya,
Hi.
and a really cool-looking, massive tree with a body and a ghost in it.
we got a problem.
That's when
We got tree and ghosts.
Alright, that's a win 10 feet.
I knew this was a terrible idea.
Is the ghost making love to the tree, or is the tree eating
I do
the
the spell?
ghost?
Because that would go off.
Oh, is it 10 feet?
Aw.
Yeah, 10 feet.
Okay. Whisper.
Oh, cleric, what did you do? What did you do, cleric?
I didn't do anything. Sprite Revenge or somebody's
Oh,
equal.
too.
Guys,
Right.
Nessa
This
was
is
freaking
so
out
good.
about her short rest.
Doldrum, we got this.
This makes sense.
Why am I a warlock? I can't short rest and do it.
Just
Doldrum.
staring at
Nessa's
her
having
hands.
like a midlife crisis right now.
Well, it's a warlock without a patron. I mean, it's got him have
Yeah.
drawbacks.
Rebel without a cause.
Okay, so first will be the divine or the guardian of faith.
Yeah, hang on, great.
Any high soul
Oh,
creature
it's just a save. Okay.
to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of it for the first time on turn must succeed on a dex save, 20 radiant or half as much.
I guess I could wait till its turn.
Yeah. Ooh. Quoth is ready. Doldrum.
Quoth is gonna hop over to Raya if I can get through the wall. I can't get through the wall. There we go. Here, actually, I'll not put him on top of you. There we go. Help Raya out.
Oh, I can make this battle really hard and turn the walls back on.
Jesus.
Wait, but don't do that.
Do it.
Well, just remember, like, you hear something to the south. You don't see it yet.
That's true.
We don't see this, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's like I for sure see that. It's like right there.
because that's how it should be.
Oh.
Don't fuck.
Oh.
I'm fine with that.
This thingy's turn. He rolled high. That's fun.
No.
As it floats through the wall and you're digging through bones and look up at it, it looks at you, kind of turns its head and goes, and lets out a wail.
A whole whale?
Whale.
In
Bring
this
back at
area?
it like Brendan Fraser in The Mummy.
Yeah, as everybody's within 30 feet of it.
Oh, fuck.
Everybody
But
hears
there's
it.
walls, Rob.
Yeah, Rob.
Save.
I can't
Still block
see it. I'm
sound.
safe.
It's sound, so as long as you can hear it. Constitution saving throws.
I can't do.
Whoever's in my bubble has a bonus.
Oh, thank you.
Where are you?
What's the bubble? Is the
Now that
bubble
I-
the bubble's the yellow, isn't it?
The
The
red.
red.
The red. Okay. What's
Am
the
I
bonus?
within that? I can't tell.
Cloth giving me advantage right now, like on my saving throw.
Oh no. Are you alone?
Hey, look at you go.
Okay, good. Lulu got a 21. So
All Ron cares about.
What's
all
the
is right in the
bonus?
world.
Is it 5 or 4?
Who?
4.
Your bonus.
4.
4.
Nessa's okay. Crystal, you are
I'm great.
You are not okay with a nat
The
one.
opposite of okay.
Hoping you'd see that darkened number. Does Quath's help not help me overcome loud
No.
sounds somehow?
How does
He's
this
on my
do with
shoulder, so he's
with-
muffled.
With a con save? Not really.
Yeah, I don't
That
know
would be
how.
awesome.
Starts screaming in
so-
your ear.
He just slams his beak into the side of your ear.
As it screeches
He
out.
just busts my eardrum so that way he's like,
Nessa,
there, I'm
you-
helping.
Hang on, Nessa, you pass, so you take 10, I believe it's psychic. Be nice if somebody
Okay.
had psychic resistance.
Nope.
Doldrum, you pass, you take 10 psychic. Cleric, you pass thanks to Jesse, giving you a bonus. So you take 10 psychic. Z with a 27. You take 10 psychic damage. Lulu is going to take 10 psychic. And
Raya's perfectly fine.
Faye also takes 10 psychic damage. Familiars too.
Oh.
Hold on. Me.
Oh, Mally's far away.
Quath is gone then. Because
the
even if he passes.
the chicken as well.
Okay, I'll roll a d20 because I can't. Oh, I don't have the thing for the chicken.
The chicken has
You
a
don't have
heart
the character
attack.
sheet?
No.
You can shift double click it and it'll pull it up.
No, oh, it's under Quath V2.
Yeah, it just got named by
Okay.
yeah. But that's Infernal Standards.
I'm sorry.
This is
Is it in
chicken.
my bubble?
Yeah,
It
it
is in your bubble, so it takes 10 psychic damage.
No.
And
It's
How many
quote,
points did I have?
It's
10.
dead. It's dead.
Quote,
it's got saving
did you
throw.
roll for quote?
It wouldn't have mattered.
No, go ahead and
It was
roll.
he only has 1 hit point.
I know. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, okay, hold on. Now I gotta get back to the page.
I think it's a d20 minus 1.
Claire's gonna lose his shit because his chicken just died.
The only time he's gonna
He's
cast.
biting
Well,
everybody and everything.
It's not pulling up, so I'm just gonna roll that.
I hope he does not cast Revivify.
The chicken. Revivify. Your pet.
This is
Fucking
the only
giant
thing he brings
diamond.
back.
So
in
is
the
the
game.
chicken making death saves?
I was-
the chicken making mistakes.
Yeah, Quote takes 10 psychic, so he's obliterated. You just see a poof of splattering of feathers.
Me said 1 hit point. Yeah.
Oh, my friend.
Thanks for trying to help me.
It's not your day as a doldrum.
Raya, you failed with your nat 1
Mm-hmm.
as you dropped to 0 hit points.
Oh my god.
What?
Yep. Yes.
0.
What?
And you guys see Raya just collapse.
So Doldrum's
What is
like,
that?
whoa, go help Raya.
Well, those of
shit,
you who
it's
can see
Screech.
her, yeah.
Raya dead.
Okay.
Quoth's dead.
This is going good.
So that was its turn.
Whose idea was it here to stay here?
Faye, you're up.
You all had the conversation in here.
Actually, nobody saw
Guys.
Raya. Nobody saw Raya fall because she's off by herself.
I didn't see.
Doldrum can't see me?
No, not technically.
Right, I'm just
Wait a
moving.
minute,
Nope,
I
I
could
can't.
before.
Yeah, because the walls were down.
I see the outline of him.
Wait a minute. Oh, there's a wall right next to
Yeah,
me.
it's all right there.
So this is what happens. You hear, thanks for the bird, Doldrum, and then I die. So maybe he can understand.
I'm so confused.
So
Oh no.
Yep, I'm just gonna pull out the scale and toss it at it. I'm gonna use a bonus action to give myself advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, 24 definitely.
Damn.
You've run with the other thing and it's confusing me. Oh, total damage. That's so weird.
It did the math for you. How dare it help you?
Damn. 17 psychic damage.
Yep.
So that's your whole turn.
Yep.
Does Fakira just hear, like, does the psychic link drop from between me and Fakira? Maybe?
How long has it been since we talked to her, Rob?
It's been a couple hours because you guys short rested, cast some spells, hung out, dug through some stuff.
Yeah, I didn't have it back up.
But Doldrum, you did feel your connection to Quoth just get obliterated.
Not having a good day. He's gonna cast Mage Armor. And try to keep the rest of his body parts attached.
Better wait than never.
And then move, I guess, slightly over so I can see what's going on here. Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's all.
Who's Abyssal Chickens in front of me?
Hi.
That's the dead Infernal Sanders.
Oh, okay.
Who's the Abyssal Chicken?
It smells like Kentucky Fried up in here.
So you did your action. What are you doing, Soldier?
Isn't that casting?
Yeah, that was your action was to cast Mage Armor, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I just moved a little bit.
Yeah, but you can't stay where you are because that's where Faye is.
Then I'll pretend to be there.
Okay. Can't end your turn on him, but if you wanted to peek over or sneak by, yeah, that's okay. Cleric. This guy in front of you just screamed and Infernal Sanders died.
So I'm going to, for the first time and probably the last time, turn undead.
Oh shit! Look at you. I thought you were
waiting
gonna
on
do what I put. I would like to rage.
Level in Barbarian.
Maybe next level.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Claire turns barbarian after
Clary puts out a
Sanders dies.
scream. Sees a chicken die. Ah! And what was it? Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
DC 15.
Definitely undead. The spirit to the right, it's a 17. The one you can't see.
Okay.
The one in front of you fails.
Damn right it does.
It's definitely a higher challenge rating than 1, though. So it's not destroyed.
Okay.
It'd be scary if something that was challenge rated 1 could just knock you unconscious.
I don't know. Challenge rating 2 can take away a character.
I mean, what challenge rating are Abyssal Chickens? Because I've seen them take characters down to 0 before.
There's also like 20 of them.
He didn't say the amount. He just said the creature.
Yeah. Hey, challenge rating 2 Indolent Devourer took out a character.
Yep, plenty of them.
Well, yeah, we messed that up, though.
Yeah.
Okay, that was your action, Cleric.
He's gonna go back to the swamp tree forest place and get himself another chicken.
Well, bonus action. So the chicken's just dead, right?
Yeah, it just like keeled over and its like
Okay.
head kind of exploded with its psychic damage.
So bonus action.
Can't chickens live a while with their head cut off? So you could probably still save it if you're quick enough.
It's
I
not
mean, it is
alive when it
visual
does
chicken.
that. It's just those are nerves.
It's nerves.
But that's fine.
Well, if you decapitate a person, there's still consciousness for 15 seconds after decapitation. The saying.
I'm
You don't know
going
this.
to let's see. Can I see any?
I
Uh-huh.
think that's actually true.
It is true.
So I'm gonna move.
I don't
So
think so.
1, 2.
What kind of
Is this a
experiments they
wall?
had to do to find that
hold
out?
on. Is that a wall there or Z? Can I see a Z?
There's a wall there.
Okay, hold up. My cat's getting in the way. So I'm going to use, I believe it's embodiment of law and bonus action cast bless.
Embodiment of wall.
Yes.
It's the law of the jungle. There is no
Trying
law.
to read this. Yes. I can use.
Of the law,
Oh.
not
I said
wall.
I heard wall.
We all heard
Yeah.
wall. We're like, what the hell?
That's not real.
And then you just said yes.
Yeah, I thought I thought you were talking about wall. I'm like, what the hell are you laughing so much? So I'm bonus action first level bless on myself, Fakira, and Doldrum.
Okay.
Yay!
Acceptable. Anything else, cleric?
That's gonna be it.
Uh,
Rob had to kill the chicken. It was getting too powerful. Hey, Doldrum, I lost a best friend too. Are you happy?
Lulu goes, I see a giant tree thing. I'm gonna blow it up.
What do you mean, a giant tree?
And you hear a blast from her trumpet.
Apparently, it's a giant tree.
Did it work?
Oh, jeez.
Did he get it, Lulu?
Well, it's gonna make a con save, which it fails.
Hey!
With a
Yay!
okay, plus a lot, and it failed.
Rolling like a
Open the
PC.
door 10 times already.
Now the tree's covered in glitter?
I broke a couple branches, but it's
I have
big.
remember when it's hard to look. I have no room to do any of this stuff. And then it gets stuck and then it happens. And I want to do that.
Melly.
I don't know why I rolled him. He's gonna stick there. As long as it's 100 feet of me, that's fine.
I was gonna say, yeah, he can attempt to start moving through, but
He can attempt to move. I don't think it's gonna do anything.
okay.
Actually, no. Yeah, he is gonna go through.
The undead tree, which is now no longer turned, thanks to Lulu.
Meow.
It failed to turn undead, but Lulu damaged it.
Oh no.
You don't know no better. Starts to move up and bust through this wall. So
Oh, right in front of
Oh
me.
boy, right there.
It's smutty. the one of us that can't get away quickly.
it's going to.
Don't do it, Rob. You've done enough, lad.
You just hear Doldrum like praying to God. Haven't you punished me
Doldrum
enough
becomes
for
a
one
cleric.
day?
As it's gonna swing down two branches. First one down on Nessa, and second one towards Doldrum.
I'm gonna use my reaction for
Oh, we're gonna hit.
Nessa.
Yes, you can do that. What'd you say, Nessa?
It's probably gonna hit.
Yeah, with disadvantage, that is an 18.
Yep.
As you take 14 bludgeoning.
That was with disadvantage?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And then it swings down at Doldrum for a 17 to hit.
I guess shield?
It's up to you, buddy.
I mean, he doesn't
God,
wanna
should I
die.
use my shield?
Yeah, you can use your reaction and burn the spell slot and shield to block it.
Aye. High pitched scream coming out of me.
Is it like things off of your beer shield, your burp?
Kegger. My Kegger shield.
Your kegger shield, yeah.
Your burp repellent shield.
Burps repels most of the damage.
Right.
Oh no, it's the other one's turn.
Oh my god.
Get the fuck out of here.
As it just casually flies over Raya.
Yeah.
And you guys see this other creature just casually walk through this wall
Oh, Jesus.
and opens its big mouth
Oh my god.
No, not again.
and goes this creepy ghostly gale that sounds so familiar. As everybody needs to make con saves.
Oh,
Oh, I'm down.
You're in my bubble.
It doesn't matter. That's a 5.
Yeah.
unsaved.
Can I be in the bubble? I'm in the bubble. Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah,
matter.
you're in the bubble.
Wait, a 10? Does a 10?
You also have a D4 because bless.
Oh yeah.
Cleric and Faye and Baldur.
Yes. Y'all blessed.
Cleric roll that, or do I?
You do.
Okay.
Yeah, Nessa, you hit 0, drop unconscious.
One bit.
Up, sister.
That was 14.
Faye, you take 10 psychic damage. I rolled for Lulu. Doldrum, what did you get up to?
14.
10. Oh, because you got Skazer's bonus too, don't you?
Yeah, barely.
Would that
So you rolled-
change Nessa's fate? With
Unfortunately, with her 5, I don't think so.
If she's not blessed, I don't think so.
Yeah, because
She's
Doldrum
blessed,
rolled
yes.
4 on the blast too.
Okay.
Because what's the plus for yours, Jesse? 4?
4.
Yeah, so it'd give her a 9.
Me and Nessa just taking a nap.
Yeah, 9's not going to do it.
One of those eternal naps, you know?
Doldrum 10, Liv 14, that will pass. Thanks to Cleric playing smart and Jesse. So you,
Jesse,
Doldrum, take
you know,
10 more psychic.
Happy day.
Cleric, you take 10 psychic. Z, you take 10 psychic. As you guys all see the thing scream out as Nessa just like grabs her head and just collapses.
Another dead body I can't see.
Mm.
See,
Okay. Can I pull Nessa away?
sure.
Okay. Well, no, let me ask you this. Can I pull Nessa away and it not be my action?
Yeah, if you want, we can call it part of your movement because you can usually drag people with your movement.
Do you want to?
Okay. Well, okay, that's fine. Then I'm going to drag her roughly back here-ish. Just
put her behind you.
Yeah.
Here-ish.
Yeah, well, put her where my token is, I guess. Because I'm going to swap places with her. Eventually. But before I am going to use my action to use lay on hands.
Okay.
Before I leave. So
Yeah. You can like drag her over there, and as you're dragging her, you can heal her.
Right, exactly. I'm
Pull her to
going
her
to do. I'm just going to do 2 points because I have a feeling that other people are going to die soon. So yeah, two hit points. That is it. But I'm going to come up on this tree. Well, can I see that tree? Because I can't see a tree.
Yeah, it's busting through the wall. You can see it.
Okay. I can't attack, but yeah.
Yeah, you've already used your action. You have a bonus action left, basically.
Right, but I don't want to burn spell slot for that. So
Yeah. Or what weapon do you have for your weapon?
Yes. You know what? I will.
Because that is a bonus action, so you can push a button.
Sure.
Just 2, right?
Yes, 2.
I'll probably stick with the flame tongue on this one.
Okay. Rise turn. Nessa, you kind of wake to consciousness, kind of slid across the ground,
Yeah.
prone.
I forgot
Get
he
up.
rolls.
Yeah, he rolls your death saves.
So I can. I don't know if I'm gonna be making new characters here.
Yeah, they have to. They
And
have to
then-
get to you before they all get rolled.
I'm very
Yeah, Mally's within 100 feet of me, so I could use my feature to heal. Was it the 5d6 with the highest?
35. Or no, 30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
30,
30.
I think. Yeah. So I'll heal 30.
Okay.
Right, that's a bonus action. Action? Oh, let's
a bonus
see.
action.
Yeah, it's a bonus action. If I go back one, I do ignore half and 3/4 cover. I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast on the tree.
Okay. Are you standing up as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 24 is.
I'm gonna try and push
Just
it back. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'll try it.
Back in the wall.
And then yeah, I'll do it again. Oh shit, I could do it again.
Well, actually, you hit it with the 15 and it pushes it back through the wall. Because it moves it, what, 10 feet? Does it matter the size?
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter the size.
Really? That's ridiculous.
You
Yeah.
imagine just
No, remember
Eldritch
there's
blasting a Tarrasque like 30 feet back?
Back out of here.
That's pretty insane.
Bitch, get back.
Oh no, that house.
As you guys see, it gets pushed back through the wall. So now it's out of your melee ranges.
Not only am I dead, but I'm just over
Well,
here.
I
I don't
mean,
get to see
that's
the
more
fight.
for Doldrum.
I'm just like,
That's more for Doldrum to get away.
Anything else, Nessa?
Oh, I can look at your screen.
I could get close to. Hang on. Alright, it was 15, 5, 10.
Not here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get close to the thing I made right here. I think that's what I'll do. Yep.
Okay. It is this Dryad Spirit's turn.
Get the fuck out of here.
As it starts getting the fuck out of here.
It's scared of me.
Thank you.
Yep, exactly. Attack of opportunity, cleric.
No.
No.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, that is its turn. As it disappears through the wall in a hurry. Okay.
I'm going to stab the one in my face.
Yeah, might as well.
Baby.
23.
Oh, are you using your bonus action to give yourself advantage?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I just making sure because you didn't say it.
So I remembered what you did last session. I was like, that's
Yeah,
easy.
I didn't want to take the chance on like a miss. I was like, I'll just give myself advantage because then you also get the crit or the sneak attack.
Yeah. Go. So
Yeah, 23 is easily gonna hit.
23 damage too.
Jesus.
It's damage as it screams out in pain. Yeah, that's all you can do.
I'm standing in front of the dwarf.
Yep. Dwarf, you're up.
I'm not having a good day. Alright, so the tree retreated down here. Well, not
Yeah,
retreated.
Nessa blasted it.
Forcefully retreated.
Nessa blasted it, and it got knocked through the wall.
And this one's fighting Auntie Faye, right?
Correct.
Okay. So
We can still see that one because it made a hole in the bush, right?
Yeah.
What, the tree?
Yes.
Not really.
No?
Oh, we
No,
can't
it
see
kind of
it?
moves through the trees.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I thought it like made a hole through the.
No, these are undead, so they can, like ghosts, can move through walls.
Gotcha.
That's how they just went straight towards you. Like this one just walked through the wall.
Alright. Gonna,
You magic missiling that one?
yeah.
What
One
level?
that I can see. It didn't give me the option to put a level on there. Wait a minute, how the hell does magic missile work? It's 3 shots, right?
You kind of have
Just
to
do
do it
damage.
yourself.
It's
Yeah.
3 shot at first level, and then another one for each level above that.
Right.
You just fire 3 times.
Yeah. So what level are you shooting it at?
I'm just gonna do it at level 1 for right now, I guess.
Okay. So that is 15 force damage as 3 little missiles shoot up and around Faye, slamming into the
And then
spirit.
I'm going to also... Ah, fuck, I don't have it prepared! Shit balls! I'm gonna run away!
Yeah, get off me.
Doldrumman standing on people.
I'm
Hide
big
me!
Cleric, you
Hide
saw,
me!
you saw the spirit creature who killed your infernal sanders take off.
Mm-hmm.
A plague on your house.
I'm gonna attack this one in front of me.
Yeah.
So let's see. Mace.
12 will hit. Just
Okay,
got it.
and then it also does a D8 of psychic
Nice.
for divine strikes.
Yes. 10 bludgeoning and 4 psychic. It looks like it's losing its form fairly quickly.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action bite with Hungry Jaws.
Okay.
Fight the ghost.
I don't really feel you're going to get health back from this. It's
Not
a
with
miss
that roll.
anyway. Yeah. As you're not able to find purchase with your teeth on a spirit.
Yeah, I tried. That's gonna be my turn.
That's Lulu's turn. Mally, is he doing anything?
Wait, do you have
He's
bless?
moving. Don't worry about it.
Oh shit, I did.
Can't keep track of your pluses.
Which
12
makes it
will
a
hit.
12.
But only does 2 damage
Yeah.
with your non-magical teeth.
Okay, I get the let's see.
Poor Mally.
Poor guy.
While he's moving, tis the
Okay.
tree's turn.
Is the tree.
It's busting its way back through the brush.
Oh, fuck.
Right. Medium, large. It's a huge creature, so it is
You don't say.
I do say actually.
That token's ridiculously.
He's all bark and no bite.
Oh, I like the token.
The tree
tree.
starts biting, I'm gonna be scared.
Because he's got bark on him. Get it?
It's
All
a cool
bark.
tree.
We get it. We get it.
As it's going to try to, its left branch is swinging at Jess Skazer with only a 14 to hit,
No.
and then
I
the
feel like
right
you're
one.
always in trouble, and that's why he uses your full name.
I know.
You're never Z. You are always Skazer.
I'm always a dead
And then
man.
swings at Faye with its right side branches with again a 14 on that side to hit.
Nope.
Which I believe is going to miss.
Misses.
Death spirits. It's gonna open its mouth and kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
actually looks at. You can actually. So not Doldrum, not Nessa, but Z, Fae, and Cleric.
You looking at me?
Yeah. As its form like changes and becomes like grotesque and nasty, the three of you need to make wisdom saves as its vicious changes.
Was that my watch? What was that?
6 plus 4 plus a d4.
Good luck.
Z's fine. He's a paladin. He's got basically proficiency in all of
Oh,
them.
okay.
Oh no!
So
Plus 4, so
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, D4.
That's
That's just his bonus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Cleric's at 21, so that's okay. What did Faye's end up being?
11.
7 plus 4, so yeah, 11.
11. Okay. You are frightened for a minute. Repeat saving throw at the end of your turns, and it'd be with disadvantage if the creature's in your sight.
Okay.
Good thing there's lots of fucking walls in here.
G.
Oh, let's see. All right. Well, I'm attacking the fucking tree.
With your flame tongue.
Flame tongue it is. And I will smite the tree if I hit.
Well, let's see if you hit
Smite
it first.
Z3.
17 will hit. It is undead, so it's an extra D8.
So second level smite. So is it 48 then?
2, 3, yeah, 48.
Okay, I'm not done.
Yeah,
Hold on.
tack it on.
So additional 48. So 19 additional.
As you do 12 slashing, 19 radiant, and 10 fire.
Okay, now, hold on.
Oh yeah,
I
that was
need
just your
you-
first attack, dude.
No, yeah, I know, but I also need you to make a Constitution 17 saving throw, please.
For
For this bad dog right there.
Drain the life of a tree.
Hey, you know what?
like you already used that property against the other things.
Nope, I used.
Oh, it has more than one, doesn't it?
Stupid. I used Terrify.
God, that rod. Con save with its massive +5 rolled a 13.
Hell yeah.
+5, 18.
Oh.
Oh, this one.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay. Fine.
That's mean.
You see what he did there, though?
I
Did
did.
see
He was
that?
clever.
Bullshit. All right, we did it.
21 definitely hits.
Yep, I'm gonna smite again. Last one,
12 slashing, 6 fire damage.
and then 48. Or 40.
You go level 2, so yeah, 48.
Yeah.
48.
Minus 21 radiant. Nice. Yeah, this thing looked pretty hardy, and you just did a shit ton of damage.
Just hacking away limbs.
41. You did 41 with the first attack, and was that 33 plus 39 with the second, so you did 80 damage.
Yeah, I did.
Holy shit. You're just picturing like your soul
Yeah,
after
you
you
did
die
41 and 39, so.
somewhere. And
Yeah,
you just like raged out on
every
it.
tree I see is now going
An enemy.
down.
Anything else, Z?
No.
All the trees are
Oh, actually,
down.
well, can I get a little closer to these guys without invoking opportunity?
Yeah, because you're still in its space.
Okay. That's what I needed.
Nessa, you're up.
Oh, yep. I can see it. Ultra Blast. Not moving it.
Minus 20 damage.
Alright,
It looks like it has one stick left.
Well.
Oh, it's like the Snoopy Christmas tree, you know? Just like a little...
Anything else, Nessa?
Bonus action. No, not really.
Okay. That one's the one fleeing, so Faye, you are up.
So
And you are frightened of the one next to you.
okay. I'm gonna look at it, and instead of trying to attack it, I'm going to scream because I'm frightened.
You
And I'm
just
also-
scream back at it.
Yep. And I'm gonna use my sonic breath.
Well, it doesn't get the sneak attack.
Well, true, but it's still the DC 14 or half.
What the hell, man?
Just screaming at it, scared, and just ends up breathing on it.
That's a fail.
Hey.
As you, so it's more like a scream for your breath.
Yeah, like like Banshee from X-Men.
Yeah, as you scream back at it, it looks at you and then just gets ripped apart as the spirit dissipates.
Fuck yeah!
God damn it! Enough screaming!
It had 4 hit points. You did 5.
Hell yeah.
So that was your action, I believe.
Yep. I think that's it for now.
Okay. Doldrum.
The tree's down, right?
No.
No.
Almost down.
The tree's almost down?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm gonna try to set it on fire.
Yeah, that's 22 damage. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Ooh.
I don't know how Doldrum uses fire like that.
It shoots out of your stump all of a sudden.
Little stumpy burn. He holds it up, it just goes.
You're burping
Yeah,
just ignite.
Nessa left it with 1 hit point.
Oh.
Anything else, Doldrum?
I can't see any enemies, so I'm gonna keep hiding here.
Cleric?
Let's see. I don't see anybody left.
Well, the other question is anybody going to attempt to go through the maze to chase this thing that is fleeing?
No.
No.
There's
I don't even know what's playing.
Yeah, it's a good, 60 feet off the map already.
Nope.
Has anybody seen Raya?
no.
Who?
No.
Who?
No.
Now, you guys can move about. It knocks you to 0 hit points, but does not put you in death saves.
Okay, because I was like, I'm coming up on the 3rd roll, and Rob's been very quiet.
Well, nobody would know what's happening.
Sweating a little
I
bit.
forgot you were down.
Cool.
Nessa, you
Thanks.
come around the corner, you see Lulu on the ground.
Oh.
No.
You guys for
Fuck about
she's had 2 turns, and both times I was
Oh,
like,
no, not Lulu.
that's Lulu's turn.
Yeah, D6.
Lulu's got half around. Everybody's like, where's Lulu? Oh my god, I hope she's okay. Sorry.
Yeah, she failed the second one and went unconscious when you guys couldn't see her. So I
That
didn't
makes
say
sense. I was
anything.
like, she hasn't moved. That's weird.
Yeah, she was
Were you guys
unconscious.
standing next to her?
No.
Oh.
No, she was like, she went off on her own. Oh, I'm already getting lost. Sorry. She's crazy. Never gonna
Wait,
come
Lulu's
back.
down
I'm just holding
Oh,
an
there she
action to throw my dagger at whatever pops back up because there
Oh,
was
and
one
Ryan.
more
All right,
here.
D6.
Yeah, as you
There we go.
saw
5 for Raya.
you saw Lulu on the ground, and then you see Raya unconscious on the ground.
What, 5 for me?
I
For
love
me?
these dice.
So I wake up, and then I'm like, okay, yep, I need a long rest, you guys. I need to go back to sleep. Everything hurts. My eardrums are broken.
I'm going to go to the corner, take out a dagger, and start preparing Infernal Sanders.
Oh, we eating good tonight.
Well, now it's dead.
I still don't think I'd eat that.
You don't have to.
You're a tiefling. You would eat an infernal chicken.
Please remove this tree. This tree is confusing.
Probably have a special recipe from your mom. How she used
You
to
don't
make.
like about the tree.
It's confusing me where I go.
Covers the path.
It covers the path.
What, Doldrum? What happens?
Yeah,
happened?
I opened it back up so you guys can.
Okay.
Big old tree came through and tried to kill us, along with
Here.
a couple of ghosty things.
Here's the cool bone brambles picture.
Jesus.
Ugh.
Those are spirit dryads that were attacking you.
Mm,
None of it was fun, and I didn't like it.
It was fun for me.
same.
Those one-a-day whales, man.
Very
This
weak.
one a day.
Are we cool? Can I sleep now?
Is the tree
Sleep
like
now.
a solid thing?
I mean, yeah, it's a tree.
It's a tree.
I just didn't know
spirit.
like how it was working or not.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a moving tree, and it was like a spirit in it, like kind of controlling it.
Best tree.
Are we expecting the other one to return, or?
It might be a minute.
Oh yeah.
It might be a minute.
Okay, I'm just
Got a headache.
gonna sit down. I'm just gonna sit down.
Nothing screamed, and then I woke up.
Same, Lulu. It sucked.
I
If
think
you want
it's,
healing, just walk over here.
I try to walk towards Cleric.
And Lulu's not going to go in that area.
Ugh.
It just
Yeah, no, Cleric, you come here.
No, I'm
A
doing
lot of
things.
effort.
I'm doing things. You come here.
he's
Eating
preparing
chicken.
infernal sanders.
Ugh. It's so hard.
Close your eyes.
Maybe there's a wall there.
Commander.
I have 5 fucking hit points. Ugh. I'm stuck in a wall.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn off.
I'm stuck in a wall.
Holy shit.
You shouldn't be now.
Okay, thanks. Cleric.
Yeah, I turned off the walls for now.
Fix me.
Just slap her on the hand. There you go.
Thanks. A little better.
21.
Oh, I just read the 8. Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you.
The 13 and the 8.
Yay. Oh, I feel so much better. Now I would like another nap. I'm just gonna
Me too. That was fun. We should do it again.
Yeah.
I can send in more.
Oh no, Infernal Sanders, what happened?
He got yelled at and died. I
So,
got scared.
chicken?
I get it.
I have no way to communicate with this creature, so yeah, I think it's dead.
I mean, it might as well be. I'm cutting into it.
Are
I'm
we
like
gonna
cutting
eat
off a
it?
leg. And I'm like,
You gonna eat it now?
It's pretty sure it's dead. I mean, might as well. Don't want it to go.
I mean, the
away.
advantage of
chicken?
it is you don't have to pluck it like a regular chicken.
Yeah.
You might want to cook it though.
Yeah.
You don't want infernal,
Man.
salmonella.
Infernal Noah.
Verminal.
Infernoa.
I'm from Ella.
Fakir Infernoa.
Yeah, so Cleric's over there preparing a chicken. What are the rest of y'all doing?
That's a big fucking chicken too.
How long has it been since we've been keeping watch?
You guys got attacked a couple hours in.
And we're under the impression that this is going to be about 12 hours or so?
She didn't specifically say. She just said, it could take up half a day. It could just take a few hours.
Um,
I'll take another shot.
okay, I'm going to do another divine sense then.
Mhm.
And let me know if I catch anything.
I'm gonna go fishing for a ghost.
You don't catch any undead this time, but the area does. It's still desecrated site.
Right.
Definitely not hollowed ground. Or concentrated.
Going well.
Bringing
Shit.
back Quoth, I guess.
I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I'm gonna try.
Yep, I'm coming here. I'm gonna
I'm gonna hang out near my
go next to the
guardian
bubble.
just in case.
I'll take first watch.
Trying to take a rest here?
I'm trying.
Alright, what type of rest?
Oh, speaking of,
we do still have to see her.
Cleric, I need you to mark off another soul coin from the last day. Since you're the one who's been tracking them.
Got it.
So you guys are trying to make yourself comfortable in this disgusting blood and viscera filled place.
Yeah, I mean, I'm outside the. I'm not in where Cleric is. I'm not hanging out with him, but over here where it's a little cleaner. Little cleaner.
Starting a fire and cooking infernal cinders. Got it.
In blood and guts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
stuff for
she
stuff.
has like a little
bones.
fire area in there where it looks like she makes potions and probably cooks food
Okay,
when
I'll use
she
that
cooks
then.
it.
Ah!
I would clean that first.
Well, I'm guessing you have your own camping gear.
Yeah.
We're gonna hang out with it.
Cleric probably puts it on the back of his shield.
Well, I was trying to stay in everybody's bubble, jerk.
The bubble.
Just heat up the shield to cook it.
Split up the bubbles. There you go.
No!
Okay, where are the soul
Yeah, her elephants.
rations?
It's just heavy.
I actually think Doldrum might have one or two.
I have that.
Yeah, Doldrum still has 3 from that deal that he made.
No, yeah. Yeah, are you supposed to kill somebody?
Yeah, that didn't work out well. I said I'd try.
Yeah, the guy was bad at negotiating. Well, you want 6, 7? I'll give you 9.
Sorry.
Right.
I totally need to find her dog.
Please.
I'll take another look around the place while I'm watching.
Okay.
Investigation, perception.
Either one, yeah. Dealerships.
I'll add a D8 to it as well.
Would you say we're short resting?
21.
I'm trying to long rest.
I know, but like at some point, would it be a short rest? Just so I could use
Well,
the
yeah,
dice?
because the first hour
Okay.
of a long rest is technically a short rest.
Bring back my chicken.
Um,
Well, not my chicken.
oh,
Raven.
yeah, you could attempt to do that too. It's 10 more gold to bring him back. It's expensive, little guy.
Little
I just need to meditate for 4 hours and it's a long rest.
Doldrum, how do you bring yours back?
Yeah, it's a good thing you had all your key points for that fight, right?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. She just
This is the
stopped walking. There was a ghost in her face, and she
the
fell
stat
out.
sheets they were using were those. So the dryad spirits.
Ghosts and banshees and all. They suck.
Fucking banshees.
Oh, the whale, it's so brutal.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as you guys are relaxing, Cleric starts. You finished cooking your chicken. Who else eating?
I mean, how many could a chicken feed?
Big ass chicken.
It's tiny, so it's like it's the size of a chicken.
Yeah, Cleric gets first dibs.
Rotisserie
Take
chicken
away.
feeds a small
So there's
family.
gonna be none left.
Still gonna be scraps left.
Yeah,
Cleric takes away.
not even the bone.
Unless we can all convince Cleric that the bones taste better than meat.
Wow, y'all.
I don't want any of that.
rude.
I am the city.
Guess
Man,
he's not
maybe I
getting
don't.
any.
You know what? Maybe I don't offer y'all chicken. Y'all just rude.
I'm sleeping. I didn't really say that anyway.
And so you guys could, who decide to imbibe in Infernal Sanders May. It does taste like chicken, as per their lore.
Spicy chicken.
Chicken and spicy chicken and sulfur.
But it's nice to have some fresh meat cleric because you guys haven't really had anything in like 20 days.
We had a hero's feast.
Nuts.
Some of you did,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
but like cleric didn't, and Faye definitely did not.
I didn't either.
Oh, that's right. Z refused to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
His food was paid with blood money.
Sold his soul, but wouldn't eat the food.
Right.
It is very weird standards.
He's got trust issues.
Nessa, you hear the footsteps coming up the path. Then you hear a voice going, "Did you mind putting that guardian away for me?"
Oh, I mean, it wasn't gonna hurt you or anything.
Of course not. You walk in, you see she still has, as she walks up, she still kind of has a smell to her. She looks a little better. Her clothes look washed, but still in need of mending.
She's had a
You look
haircut
great.
too.
Oh, of course. I always look great. So, let me make sure my hovel is in one piece.
Ironically enough, I'm actually eating wings right now.
Oh,
Also, ironically enough, we didn't steal anything from her.
well, I would hope not. I would know.
I'm sleeping.
I didn't say that.
How long has it been
I'm
now?
talking in his sleep.
It's not a long rest.
Has it been 4 hours?
No, I'm aware of your long rests.
Rob. Fine,
short
short
rest? Yeah, you can short rest.
Yeah,
That does
keep,
nothing
keep,
for me.
keep burning hit dice that don't all come back on a long rest.
I'm good.
Oh, looks like everything was fine here. Everyone's more or less alive. Looks like you decided to cook some chicken, it appears.
I got yelled at and died, so might as well.
Oh,
Hey, I get my hungry jaws back.
so looks like my place is in one piece, and she kind of looks around her area. Moved around some of my bones, but nothing appears to be missing per se. So you have upheld your end of the bargain. I guess that means I must as well. To break this deal that Razala has, she needs to drink the blood of a titan to free herself from Zariel's pact.
Where do we find a titan?
Bitch.
Well, Uldrak might be able to help, but he's not what he used to be.
I don't know what an Uldrak is, or what it could have been, or anything. We just need to know where it is.
I can point you in the right direction. It's got quite a landmarker. There's a giant helmet and sword in the ground.
Where?
Bottom left.
That thing?
Yeah, I'm adding a
It's
name to
close.
it. It closes things on Hell.
Right there.
It's not across the river or anything.
Yeah, seek out Uldrak at what is referred to as his grave.
Why is it referred to as his grave?
Aren't you asleep?
No, apparently there's no long rest option.
Well, it doesn't mean you aren't dozing.
Napping. Power nap.
Like died and came down here.
But he might be able to direct you or help you obtaining Titan's blood, as it were.
Is Uldrak at
And if Rosala drinks of the Titan's blood, then she will be released from her contracts.
Is that true for all contracts in hell, or just Rosala's?
Just that one, I'm afraid. Every contract is written differently with different clauses and such.
What would a contract to get an amazing weapon cost, do you think?
Depends on the value of the weapon, of course.
Oh, I bet it's worth lots and lots.
Bet you it's an arm and a leg.
Shut up there.
A lord's ransom, one might say.
A what?
A lord's ransom, one might say.
Yes. That's the issue with a lot of them is you need to know who the contract is with, what stipulations, what you have offered, value of said item.
Probably
Well,
need to
did you
read the
have
I
it?
just think we know. Yeah, we know all of that, right? Z?
Look, he's asleep. You gonna...
Oh, sorry.
Sleeping like a baby.
I mean, do you have this contract with you? I could perhaps take a look.
Oh, I don't think we got a copy.
Do they give copies?
You know, it'll happen so fast. I don't think so.
You didn't
You
ask
seriously
me.
don't have a copy?
No. He was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll take it.
You know, he never asked for a copy of this, or
Who does that?
Everybody in science.
if you're signing something and giving something away, you should probably have a copy of the receipt.
Okay, listen, all you guys have to say so right now, and nobody said anything while it was happening.
Uh-huh.
It happened
They were in
so
shock.
fast. It
As
was
I
done
was.
before we
Pretty sure he
blinked.
did.
He's like, I have this cool weapon, and it does this, and then all we need, and you're like, sold, I'm on it.
No. We were about to walk away from it, and that's when I
All
was
I
like,
had to do was show you the stat thing for it. You were sold.
Yeah, but...
So many fancy buttons.
I gave others a choice first.
Right.
Which,
choice
nobody.
Anybody
was,
else
hey,
want to sell their soul before I do?
Nope, just me.
I clearly have a new mission in this campaign.
Yeah.
That's all you left me with.
Which is what?
Drinking Titan's blood? What are you trying to do?
I gotta find that fucking circus tent again.
The
You
one
just
in
went
the
there.
morning.
Go to the bath.
Fuck!
She literally just went there to take a
Yeah, you could have just like gone with her, Z. I mean, but no, if Z wasn't there, half y'all would have died. Because that bonus to the saving throw.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, so you're
Yeah,
saying the
that's-
weapon gives him that bonus? Is that...
No, that's just.
Oh, no,
That's
it's
a
not the
paladin.
weapon.
That's just
Paladin.
him existing next to
It's
us.
just paladin nonsense.
What was that guy's name anyway? Anybody remember?
It's gonna be Z
Mahadi.
traveling Avernus on his own, not knowing what
Mahadi.
he's doing.
It was Mahadi?
Yes.
Mahadi.
And what's this girl's name?
This
Red
is
Ruth.
Girl.
Red Ruth.
baby
Yeah.
Ruth.
Oh, Red Ruth, yeah.
Red Ruth. Red Ruth. What my friends are trying to say. Have you heard of someone named Mahadi?
Well, of course. I just saw him at the Emporium. Remember?
Is someone-
That's where I was going.
Oh, good. Okay. If someone were to make a deal with him, what would their fate normally be?
It's in the contract.
Asking for a friend.
Deals with Mahadi are not always deals with Mahadi.
What? This is how I got involved in this trick question. What?
So he's a middleman?
He can be a middleman of sorts. So just because you signed a contract in his presence does not mean he is the owner of said contract.
Do you know
Doesn't
some of
hold
his
the
known associates who they might be?
That information comes at a price.
He'll pay it.
He's like, whatever it is, I'll sign it. I'll pay it.
What's the price?
This is like the town guard shit all over again.
I give you 1 platinum. That you have portrayed for this information is quite valuable to you, it appears. You signed a contract and you're not sure who the owner is.
Well, I don't know if you know me very well or not, but I don't know if I know how much trouble I'm really in.
I don't know if you know me or not.
I
But I don't know if I know how much trouble I'm in. I don't fucking mind fuck with that sentence.
That's how I feel all the time.
I am quite familiar with Mahadi and some of his doings.
As you can see, I'm a partially broken man. I don't
Z
have much
did
to
a do with
offer.
Mahadi.
What?
Hold up. I said Z did a do with Mahadi.
Did you do a do?
I don't know.
Did you redo?
Did I do it? I may have done a did.
Doldrum, how do you have 74 max hit points?
I don't know.
You're a wizard, so 8 times 6 is 48. Minus 70. Do you have like a
He's a
18
dwarf,
constitution or something?
plus 1 per level as well.
If he's a hill dwarf.
Or
Yeah,
you
I'm a
got-
hill dwarf.
Oh, maybe.
So
'Cause
that's
remember,
the
one
next
point you
level.
guys got like temporary bonus to current hit points.
No, I
but-
put those under that in the temporary hit point box for the feast,
Mhm.
but I took those off a while back because we lost it like almost as soon as we got it.
8 plus 2.
Should I be dead also at this point? I mean, it's not the first time.
He lost his hand, he's losing his hit points. What else is he gonna lose?
Because if you've been going average, you
Lose
should
your
only
hand,
have.
lose hit points.
Yeah, if you've been going average, you should only have 66.
I think you rolled. I don't remember.
Did you ever roll for dice?
I
Did you always take the?
I don't
Oh.
know. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't messed with it.
I just because I looking at everybody's, I'm like, there's no way Doldrum has the most hit points.
Yeah, no, that
Oh.
does sound wrong.
Did you
No,
take
he has less than I do.
Yeah, because I'm like 50s, 60s
You have 82.
Yeah.
is everybody's, and then Doldrum's was in the 70s with the lowest hit die.
Well, I got 82.
I mean, it's possible.
It was because it was that when we started today. I
Trying
have
to
no
figure out.
idea, man.
Yeah.
So, what have we learned? Well,
Well, I
We
don't
have to go find a
We need
Titan's
to-
blood.
Yep.
Titan's blood, Dow drinks it. Man,
Brave.
so many damn quests to
Or
get other
we could
things
just
for
go
quests.
to the obelisk, but
But to
Would
that
it
was
be helping
semi
unicorn?
close.
What should it be?
no, the Titan's grave is closer.
Are you missing a bag by chance?
Closest relative here.
As
No,
he,
I
he
believe
did-
you were.
Honestly, it is. Yeah, it isn't really.
No, but I believe you were trying to offer me something for information.
I can offer you the location of a magical bag that has teeth in it.
A bag with teeth in it. That's
Hand to hand.
fascinating.
That
And it's
hand
fresh.
is still in there.
Make a persuasion, Z.
I'm not lying though.
That's why it's
I didn't say you were
Maybe
lying.
she wants
It's a
it.
persuasion.
I know.
Yeah, to see if you can entice her enough to take the trade.
It is a hag.
Yeah, that would be something interesting to a hag. Oh, and is said bag close by?
Hey, just
It's
down there.
actually on site.
Hmm.
It's within your
Bag that
compound here.
bites things. That sounds quite intriguing.
Definitely fucking bites things.
Hmm.
It's real good.
Sorry, Doldrum. Shit happens. Just like, yeah, for set bag.
Sorry, Ron Swanson. Shit happens. Sorry, Doldrum.
There's
Shit
a
happens.
reason why Mahadi is unmolested by anyone else in all of Avernus. He generally.
Bag?
The bag?
What?
No, we're talking about Mahadi.
Oh. Sorry, I got confused thinking about my painful hand.
Those grow back, don't they?
What? They do?
But he
You might
has.
Avernus.
Mahadi has a special dispensation between with Asmodeus himself.
You hear a long, drawn-out sigh.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you don't, does everybody know who he is outside of game?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Outside of game, no.
Inside of game, everybody knows who Asmodeus is. No history check needed. He is the 9th demon lord, head of all of hell. Satan, Mephisto, the devil himself.
Who else does he have dealings with?
Is there an option B?
All the contracts not to fucking read. Are you kidding
Because
me?
you sold your soul to.
The highest bidder.
That's not necessarily true. All he knows,
Tell Daddy.
all she knows is that this is one of his known associates.
No.
I mean,
We know your luck
obviously,
and
it is
history.
his most prominent and famous and blessed.
Probably the one that would
Benefactor.
have the best gear to give away.
But
She also
you did
deals with like a
mention-
guy named Bill, right, down the road.
But you did mention a powerful item, so more power tends to lend to more powerful creatures.
I'm
and
sent by the
contracts.
rod.
So, I mean, if it was something, simple weapon, then maybe not such a great being as Asmodeus. But if it is a legendary or artifact type of thing that we only hear rumors of, then more than likely it is Asmodeus.
Huh. Interesting.
Is there a
It's a
way
good thing it's not
to
that.
break the contract?
Good luck. Asmodeus is known as being a lawyer above lawyers with contracts.
What if we just gave it back?
I mean,
What do you
I
mean?
don't know the exact letters of your contract. And you said you
Neither do we.
don't have it with you or didn't receive a copy? It doesn't seem very wise.
All right, thanks.
Well, if you did make the contract with Asmodeus, that I don't know how to break. That is well above my pay grade.
Seems as if my fate's been sealed.
Were there any terms that you had to worry about? Did you agree to do something that we don't know?
Doesn't know. He just read the damn thing.
Yep.
And now that you know Asmodeus is behind most of his larger deals, yeah.
I feel like I would feel like Z might be a liability.
No.
I'll get us there, don't worry. One day.
She looks you up and down and goes, "Good luck with your soul."
Yeah.
That's
Well, you good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indulge if you think you're having a bad day.
Right, I mean, it's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
Bear's
Hands
gonna
down.
offer Red Ruth a
Hands
sausage chicken.
down, you son of a bitch.
This middle of this, yeah, your soul's now with Asmodeus.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Yeah, so you do feel like a lump in your chest, Z, as you realize you signed a contract with the greatest of all evils.
I'm still hoping for that 1% chance that we were talking about Bill, who lives down the road.
It is not Bilmodius. It is
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Modius. Oh, you play the worst paladin. So bad at being a paladin. It's ridiculous.
Fucking love it.
Yeah, sorry, Jesse, you didn't read it, but that was in there.
You didn't even get a copy of it. You didn't even.
No one said, hey, you should probably get a copy of that. Thank you.
And we were all very
Because we
shocked.
wouldn't have made a deal.
I mean, you're the one making the deal.
I don't think you guys knew about copies until Red Ruth just told us about copies. It wasn't even offered.
Alright, so what are you all doing?
Crying.
Chicken.
Legit?
Right there with you.
Maybe we should go back out to the
I'm also
vehicles.
kind of crying.
Make sure they're still there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys make your way outside of the brambles. I won't make you guys try to wander back out.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm chatting Doldrum up. Joel, I need a drink.
So why don't we how far is the circus or carnival or
I mean, I
It's
think
it's
it's
a
wandering
right?
emporium.
It's yeah, exactly what Na said. It's literally called the Wandering Emporium for a
It's
reason.
ever changing.
We got lucky.
Like maybe we'd run into it, probably not.
Yeah,
Or in
depends
your
on
Hey,
your
there's a
role.
bar there. There's a guy with a
There
contract you
is.
can at least read. Yeah. Red Ruth could probably show us if we wanted to
Oh,
head back there.
before we leave, is there a place like a record keeping hall where all contracts are held?
From different layer.
They're typically held by the contract holder.
Yeah, but
Holder and
who's the
owner.
bookkeeper? But I mean, they've got to keep them on file somewhere.
This is hell, young man. They don't necessarily have one file. Everybody
Just like
keeps their
Hellish
own.
filing cabinet.
Where's the hellish filing cabinet? Is what I'm
I
asking.
would keep my own in a secret place. Zarya would keep her own in her own secret place, and well, Asmodeus's are probably on the 9th layer.
Oh, let's
What
just
about
take a
what
trip.
about Bill Modius? Where would his be?
I have not heard of this Bill Modius.
What
Might
about his
know
brother
more
Bob?
Modius?
Bob Modius.
Bob
His other
Modius.
brother Bob. I'm just
Asmo.
kidding.
Asmodeus.
Doldrum, drink.
I'll drink to that.
As you guys head out of the brambles with some new information and scary things to consider. Vehicles are remarkably still there. You got your little thing there. Your club. So you guys know when you went to the Tower of Mordekainen said there's some lower level wizard at the obelisk who might be able to help you with finding the scab. And Red Roof told you if you go to Uldric's grave, then you might be able to get information on Titan's blood to free the Tao, and in doing so also free the unicorn.
Warren said that they would help us get to the obelisk.
I thought somebody was giving us something for Bell as well.
Yes,
The
that's
Tao. The Tao's
the-
giving us.
Yeah.
right. A letter that would allow you entry to meet Bell without
Gotcha.
being killed.
I need
So this is
I
how
mean,
we
I'm
get
pretty
to
invested
Bell.
with the unicorn, so
You what?
I'm pretty invested in saving the unicorn. So
I bet
that's
you
a
are.
whole big day for me.
What, you want to stay at a warlock?
You did say that the unicorn was very powerful, so maybe we should continue to help the unicorn.
Hey,
Agreed.
Sure.
And you guys did essentially spend like a half day in there. So you guys are, tired, plus a couple of rough fights in there.
tired and horribly injured.
Yeah, Doldrum's a little upset.
How long would it take to get back to the Demon Zapper?
I mean, do we need to?
Not
We
sure.
need to go to the grave first, I believe.
Sure.
You don't know. Remember you just know the general direction where if you hope you travel there, it might appear. It's hell. There's not set
Probably
destinations
best
and
to
times.
go to the grave.
Basically, when you guys travel, I just pick how many days it's going to take because that's how hell works.
Gotcha.
And every 3.5 days is daylight savings time, and you lose an hour
Oof.
because it's hell.
That sucks.
Wouldn't it?
Well,
Alright,
I'll
so-
take first shift. I believe I can drive.
I'm drinking anyway, so that's fine.
I will keep an eye out.
How far are you guys going to travel before attempting a rest?
Well, I would say you guys should all probably rest while I drive.
Alright, Skazer, I need to get to pee in this specific pot. That's the one to be boiling later.
Speaking of Doldrum, how are you pulling up your zipper with one hand, man?
We've gotten closer.
What did I miss? What the hell?
Do I have zippers? Or is it just buttons?
I don't know. I'm just.
You know, you could always use Mage Hand.
I don't have
There
it.
you go.
I thought about that as soon as it happened. I was like, do I have Mage Hand?
It can be your next cantrip you learn.
It is coming up
Well,
Permanently
There's a-
attached
what
to
did I
Mage
miss?
Hand.
eventually.
Where we're going?
Heading towards Old Rock
Wait.
Street.
I think Tasha's lets you switch cantrips or something.
I think that's when you get an ASI though. I
Yeah,
think.
ASI and Pete.
Okay.
So it's every 4th, so that'd be a little bit. But wizard at 9. Yeah, at 10th level you gain another cantrip.
No, that's not get it. Okay.
2 levels.
So that'll be 2 levels.
That's your last cantrip as a wizard too. Is at 10th level.
Silver lining.
The reason I was asking how long Nas is because you guys are also tired.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I figure I'll be taking a first shift while people rest. And then I'll wake up the next person to drive, which would probably be Skazer.
You guys are gonna attempt to rest while driving.
Yeah, I think so. We need
Whiskey.
time.
You gotta be
As
able
well.
to finish.
I mean, how many of us could drive?
I mean, we can all drive. How well can we drive is the question.
Yeah, how well?
Well,
So who's
don't say
confident
we can
in
all
driving?
drive. Doldrum has one hand.
You can
And-
drive.
Doldrum has one hand.
And he's always got one beer in
Yeah,
it.
definitely not Doldrum.
Well,
You can only do so many things at once, and
and
drinking.
Faye only has one eye. We still let her drive, so.
But it's a good thing. I mean, Doldrum's arcane, thing is his beer mug. That's what he uses for his,
Yeah,
his focus.
game focus.
So,
Stein,
I'm just gonna guess it's a beer mug.
for sure.
The flash.
Dwarvenstein mug.
So I think to answer your question, Rob, yes.
Maybe we go for 4 hours so that the elf can get a long rest in.
I like that idea.
And then
Yeah, it may take a little longer because these aren't even grounds.
okay.
Like resting in a car, it's never comfortable. Keep bumping her out of meditation.
My teeth with,
I don't know, maybe we
so-
should park.
Up to you guys.
Do we have time to park and rest?
I mean, we've been doing that so far.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think we have time for any of this shit, honestly.
El Terrell has been in hell 26 days.
Ouch.
Wow. So people are running out of food and water and slowly being dragged into the river Styx. But, it's up to you.
Sure, let's try.
It's up to you.
People won't be rest, it's fine.
If there's people, they have food.
Out.
They're also people. They don't really do that.
Name of that
Oh, geez.
expedition.
Okay.
So is it just one person driving and doing everything?
I think she's taking a. I'm going to stay up and take a watch.
Okay.
And
You guys
stuff.
are traveling since you are driving us. Roll me to 2d6.
2d6.
Yeah. Screaming black.
3 and a 4.
Yeah. Yeah, the stream went black.
Oh.
Do you not have access to that token?
I can't see
Wait,
anything
wait.
at the party.
Only one I can see
Yeah,
is
just
the
a
group
token.
Z does. You can move it.
Well, I mean, you can all move it.
I mean, everyone could-
Oh, yeah, we can all move it. Yep, everything's just black. Nothing, hell went black. Yeah, it's all dark.
Settings change themselves. No, dynamic lighting's off.
I mean, we don't normally use a token on. Maybe it's not set.
Is it because we're all sleeping?
Hey,
Oh,
there it
That
is.
was weird. That was weird.
Who
Okay,
get us
I thought
out
you
of-
had taken it.
Back up.
Who's
I got
driving?
you, and I put us
No,
out
I'm
of
not.
No, it's Auntie.
Yeah, Auntie's driving.
Yeah, so I just turned dynamic lighting on and then back off, which is weird.
Okay then.
Strange.
Roll 20. Yeah, so say as you guys go through the night, taking shifts driving and resting takes a little bit longer to get your full rest, but you guys will be able to get your full rest.
Yay.
I will take the next shift on the wheel.
So remember, those of you spent hit dice, you only get back 4.
Oh, I only spent 4. Wow.
So I only spent 4 as well.
So I spent 3, but I can go. I get all 3 of them back.
And just for the fun of it, Raya, I did roll your death saves. Even though you weren't in death saves, the first one was a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's how it was last time too. Okay.
But the second one, if you were in death saves, would have been a nat 20.
So what happens then?
2 fails, 2 success.
No, a nat 20
Okay,
was
back up.
1 hit point.
Oh.
You cough and accidentally pop a rib back in place that was poking your heart. Wakes you up.
Right.
But yeah,
Is
with the whale just knocks you on to 0. It doesn't put you in death fail. So
good because that was scary.
it was fun because you were so far away.
Yeah, nobody saw me, and you just kept it so damn quiet too. You were just like, Rice turned, skipped over her, and somebody else, and I'm like, what?
Well,
No.
nobody could see what was going on, so no need for narrative. Just like with Lulu, I didn't say anything. It was like, yep, that's your turn. You guys couldn't see her.
Yeah, but Lulu always does weird shit. We don't know what she's doing.
Listen, when Lulu's quiet, there's a fucking problem.
Right, because Lulu always announces what weird shit she's doing.
Yeah, you leave Lulu alone. She's an angel, literally.
Earth angel.
Fucking scorching ray helmet too.
As you guys start to approach Uldric's grave.
Were we told who, like, what Ultrix is or who he is?
A
Didn't
Titan.
ask. No,
What
didn't
did you
ask.
say?
Just
I did.
somebody who
I asked
wasn't
if
what he
he
That's what she
used.
said.
Something
Yeah.
she said. Somebody who isn't what they were as much as what they were anymore, or something. Wasn't. Now you gotta find the words. God,
Isn't who
the
he used to be?
verbiage.
They appear to be.
He's not what he used to be.
Hmm.
As
You
you,
should have really asked more clarifying questions, but then we got all caught up in Z's contract, and
Don't
Yeah,
blame your
you're
hangups
probably
on me.
right to it.
I've got my own bullshit to deal with.
we know.
yeah, everybody knows now, Belgium or Z. Wait till you tell your parents; they'll be thrilled.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll have a speech with him when I get back.
Hey, wow, really? Gonna tell like that? Huh?
You snitch?
Nephew,
It just gets stitches as he runs over a bunch of rocks.
I'm an adult. I understand.
I'm an adult too. I'm a big
As,
boy, makes big choices.
Doesn't understand the choices he makes, but he makes them.
as you hear Doldrum's map chime in, as one does, a fallen titan or a wimp with delusions of grandeur. I'll leave that for you to decide.
Interesting.
Damn it.
It's going to be a small creature we're going to think is not tough stuff, but he's going to kick our ass.
As you get closer, you guys see a giant sword sticking up out of the ground and helmet, just as Red Ruth described. You see a cracked helmet and a sword of a titan laying half buried in the ash of Avernus. Spherical stone set in the sword's pommel still gleams with scarlet radiance.
Looks
think
like
we're
a
here.
Titan sword.
Mhm.
Aye.
Does. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's find Uldric.
How big is the stone? Like it's shiny, you said, so.
It's quite large,
Okay.
like person size.
Damn.
And
Hello.
Oh God, they were just yelling. Is that what we're doing right now?
We're all looking for Uldric.
You're not stealthing in a
Perception.
to begin with.
Yeah.
As you guys see from like a small little like rocky outcropping, a small like devilish creature comes out. Looks similar to the spine devils you'd seen before. Little spiny boy with wings. He goes, we haven't had visitors in quite a while. It looks around. Visitors must be ready. You see,
Ready for what?
brushing like dirt off of himself.
I think he's saying he must.
You guys are still. Are you guys all getting out, or are you just like
Oh.
in the vehicle?
I mean, if it's
I'll get
Uldric,
out.
then yeah, I'm getting out.
Oh,
We
we're
don't
not
know.
sure what it is.
We just need a spine devil talking to us.
Are you Uldric?
Nope.
Aldrich,
not.
yeah. Yes, I was called Aldrich long ago. I was Aldrich.
Ta-da!
You're
So we
Uldric.
need his
I'll roll
blood.
inside.
Inside, yeah.
Who are you, untrusting?
Children's like,
Children.
found it.
I'm not trusting the devil.
Okay, with two
Look at your
24s,
One at 20.
he believes he's Aldrich.
I don't believe he's Uldric. He might, but
I love this. You guys both have 24s. You don't believe he's Uldric. Z probably does believe he's
No,
Uldric.
I don't think he's Uldric. I think he only knows he's saying that name because Uldric got shouted.
I don't think that's tight.
Oh, that's
It's probably
that's
Uldric,
also
you
how
guys.
Uldric.
that's also how insight checks work, Z. So you do believe him.
Oh.
Like you believe he's telling you the truth. If you ask for the roll, you gotta go with the roll.
You know,
Well, oh, but you said he believes he is. So
Yeah.
that's why. Okay.
Yes, I am Aldrich. You came to see us. I am here. What brings you to my place? Our
What do you
place?
mean by see us?
we were
How many-
told
For some
We
Titan's
need
blood.
his blood, yeah.
Titan's blood, yes.
But you don't look like a Titan.
Am I a Titan? Was I a Titan? Are you a Titan?
I don't know what a
Right,
Titan
This
is.
is gonna be lovely.
Quite large. I knew that.
Yeah. I mean, people have all kinds of Titans. I am I not Titan? Are
Can you pick
not?
up that sword?
Well, at one point I believe I could.
Yes, at one point I believe I probably could have too.
Yes.
See, a Titan could pick that sword up.
Yes, Titan could. I could. You could. Titan can.
Tell you what, you
And then,
try it
like-
first, and then I'll try it and see which one's a bigger Titan.
Game of strength. Yes, I can do. You go first.
Fine. If I was a Titan, I'd be able to lift this sword, right?
Yes.
If you believe so.
I believe I could have lifted that sword.
But well, one or the other is not. It wouldn't be a strength save. It'd be an
Oh.
athletics check, and you can't pick it up.
Yeah, I know.
There's no roll. And that
Oh.
20, you are not lifting it.
The sword's like the size of a building, isn't it?
Yeah, it's massive. It's like,
Now it's your turn, friend.
you are not Titan. You can't
Nope.
do it. But I is Titan, so I could use to possibly lift sword. Yes.
Channel your was
So
You look sound.
and lift it as if it was then.
But word
Makes
sense
sense.
make what? No, can't. Huh?
Do you know where we might find demon's blood?
Channel
We
your
make
was
Titan's blood.
into your-
Titan.
I mean, it would have been his blood, right? But
Well,
Cursed or something.
yes. You guys can make an Arcana check. If
Not me.
yeah, I was gonna say if proficient.
I'd say I don't think.
Plus
I
8,
know
Eric.
anything about it.
Mhm.
Nope.
go ahead.
Done
Eric.
better.
So yeah, Eric Doldrum, as you're sitting there quietly watching this strange exchange, look like something has happened to him where he is now a fiend, but at one point he potentially could have been a Titan, but has changed.
But as he said, channel your was, let it exist as if it was then.
Channel my was. Well, there may be a was to bring me back to the way it is to restore my strength.
Not sober enough for this.
Oh
Do you
my
know
God.
how to restore your strength?
Wait, another mission? Did we wait this
Do you have
mission?
any idea of how to restore your strength?
Well, there might be a way to break the curse upon me, but it is not something I can longer do. But help you might be able to.
Why were you cursed?
Is your name Yoda?
Can we just have some of your blood if you're Titan?
Not Yoda speak. This is just random speak. He's a little mad. The Great One, yeah, remove. You attempt to cast it, but you feel it is a much higher magic than what your spell can do.
Nope, can't help it.
I appreciate effort made, but the magic is well beyond yours. You would need, funny enough, the blood of another creature. If it is spilled across this ground, should break curse on me, and then I Titan again, and then I could give you blood of Titan that you
Don't say
acquire.
unicorn. Don't say unicorn. Don't say unicorn.
Okay, please don't.
I mean,
Or
unicorn
no.
would be easy if you need
It's
Unicorn
an
is it.
abyssal chicken.
There's probably still some blood and meat on these bones.
Unicorn, much too pure, would need a much more devious creature, more a specific creature to be exacting.
Which exact
A purple
creature?
tiefling?
Okay, who is it?
No, just the mother of the dragons, the Tiamat.
Oh.
If you spill her blood
The
here,
obelisk, huh?
Listen, I've got
Yeah.
problems too. Okay,
We're just gonna head out of the obelisk.
but there could be a way you could get her blood without fighting her.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely not
I
fighting her.
look to the Dragonborn.
The Jet Dragonborn.
I don't pray to Tiamat. I'm not even from her.
Confusing. You are a green Dragonborn, yes?
Emerald.
Emerald is green. Confused.
Emerald is stone, not color.
It's a greenstone.
Rumor from when I traveled, if you potentially find one called Archon the Cruel, he has some of Tiamat's blood with
Are you
him.
kidding me?
And
Yeah.
God damn it, Joe Manganello. How dare you be in my game? Just kidding, I
I can
love you.
steal his hand and run away as soon as he likes it.
oh
Ooh,
no.
can I have his hand?
Oh. I think it was a told him.
You know
This is a
what
great idea.
you know what hand Archon has?
Yes.
I do. I do.
The hand of Vecna on him.
Yeah. I can use that shit.
It's gonna be the hand of Doldrum.
Oh,
You-
shit.
You would have to get it off Archon's cold dead body.
I
Good
can
luck.
certainly try.
Yeah. You can certainly try. Because, but the cruel one named Archon has some of Tiamat's blood with him. If you have something that might interest him, he might potentially trade for it. And then you could bring said blood back here, which would then make me as you said, I could lift sword and give you some of my blood to do whatever the thing is you need done to with
Quest? I'm already on a quest.
No, we're on
there's like
so
18
many layers of quests.
there's a bunch of fetch quests in this game when I was going through it.
Where can we find this
This
archive?
is just Skyrim. It keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pen keeps going. Well, of course you would find one called Archon at the place called Archon's Tower, would you not?
I didn't know there was an
Where?
Archon Tower.
Where on the map would you think Tiamat might be hiding?
Probably the big skull at top left.
Probably the
Yeah.
big dragon
Let's go to the
skull.
Yeah.
Let's just check our options. Let's go to obelisk first.
Also known as the monument
Oh,
Tiamat.
I mean, I just figured there'd be like 5 of those heads, but okay. Makes sense.
Well, it's not her head.
I get it. I know.
She's still using hers. But
I don't want to use mine.
so if you do 5 more fetch quests, you can free the unicorn.
Oh my god.
Really perfect, you guys, I swear.
So, do you have something that Archon might find interesting?
What's his interests?
Power?
Power? Anything to do with Tiamat or freeing his mistress?
Who is his mistress?
Well, Tiamat, the mother of chromatic dragon, of course.
He'd want us to free her.
No, not free her.
What his interests are.
She is the reason I trapped here. They would like to be freed from that. That is why her blood will free me from here.
Oh my god.
You have
We're just gonna go
no
and
idea
do
what
the question to free
would
him,
want.
free him to free her.
Well, how I have potentially something, but not sure. Trust you.
We wouldn't be seeking you out.
Trust us? Go on.
Right.
What is it?
We're trying to help you. To help others.
Yeah, we're gonna change you.
Dinah, make a persuasion with advantage with since Jesse's helping.
Okay.
Flash of genius. Oh wait, he's not here. Oh,
This is not a 1.
whew. Where is your halfling when you need him?
Right?
Well,
Would have been a 1.
yeah, which you could have re-rolled.
We love when it happens.
Well, you are. What can you give to prove to me I trust you?
A hug.
So,
Eric said.
He looks offended when you said that.
Have you met our friend here, Lulu?
Hold on.
I don't
I
know.
I'm not
yeah.
gonna give him Lulu.
Lulu backs up.
I'm just saying, Lulu is our friend, and you can trust Lulu.
Trust. He's like, yeah, they're good people. You can trust them.
I'll give you my favorite one.
And he kind of looks at Lulu, and they both go quiet for a second, like looking at each other.
He looks at me.
As it goes, like
Oh, look at him.
a minute passes. You see this interesting creature who travel together with you.
We are very many different interesting creatures. Which one?
Well, the Hollypop, Lulu. She is very
Interesting
good
is
in
definitely a word to describe her.
Wait, did Uldrak just fall in love with Lulu? Stared at her for a while intently.
Yeah, what was going on with that stare?
Well, Lulu is telepathic.
Oh, they were talking.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Okay.
Never mind then.
Didn't even think about that.
Is he in love with his little
Lulu,
elephant?
do you know this one? as well?
Just stare at each other for a while.
Yeah, and they were having telepathic communication.
Does Lulu know this one as well?
Nope, never heard of him. But I met him now. He seems, well, like me, he's a lost soul, so to speak, and maybe he just needs his memories fixed and restored, and that's something we should do to help people.
Thing to fucking help him out.
Yeah, see? Doldrum knows.
I'm running out of fucks to give.
Well, I hope you get some more, Doldrum. This is a long fetch quest.
So we're going to the tower to come back here to help the unicorn. This is goddamn quests.
And the
What are
Uldred
you guys complaining about?
looks around and he's like,
We're saving catching a unicorn is worth it.
So thanks to
Save each.
persuasion of your font of the holly, I will give you the gem as he flies up to and grasps the gem off the pommel of the sword as it shrinks down in his hands, and he flies back down. And he's kind of looking at you guys, trying to figure out who we should give it to. You all look like a bunch of assholes.
I'm the most trusting person here. Trust me.
The one that sold his soul?
Got nothing else to
I'll
lose.
take it.
Wait, who can
He
use
looks
it?
like-
And Kira can use it.
Yes.
Or maybe Lulu can take it.
No.
God
I don't
damn
know if she
it.
can hold it.
Stop giving everything to the elephant.
You still got the psychic crown.
Yeah, she does have the scorching ray.
Has she used it yet?
No. Once.
Actually,
I think just for
Yeah.
fun once.
Who has the psychic crown? Is that?
I
Oh,
Nessa has the psychic crown. I thought.
I don't have a second crown.
do.
Mariah has
Oh.
the mind reading one.
I always forget about it. I never use it.
No, the one Lulu refers to as Nessa. Here, you can take this gem.
Okay. What is it?
A big green gem. It's like, I'm not sure, remember? But important for dragon kind. So definitely interest to Archon.
Okay, thank you.
Just be careful with it and fail in the quest. You cannot. You must either free me or bring back. Yes?
works for me.
Sure.
He hands you a big green gem.
Yeah, that's definitely what Nessa's doing. You're opposite.
Hey, what did I miss? Is this the gifts for Eric?
The Fushi
Yeah.
ball, yeah.
I mean, this only says 50 plus, so I want to scroll all the way down.
It's a light day.
Oh, yeah, it totally
Like
looks like
it.
Nessa.
Baldur
Make a performance check, Nessa.
It drops and it breaks.
So you go get blood of the mother of dragon and bring back, yes?
I
Yeah.
Definitely.
We'll do that.
No, you sound like nervous. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, we were just gonna see Archon the Cruel and
I-
she yes,
right.
it's fine.
This can't go wrong at all in any way, shape, or form.
What's wrong with Archon?
I'm really interested to see Rob roleplay Archon. Because he's got to have the smolder of Joe Manganiello.
I'm gonna salt and pepper my hair a little bit more than it is. I've already got the firm jawline
There you go.
and the cheekbones.
Hey, which hand is it that he was missing?
I think it shows on his left, but the picture could be reversed. So
Damn it.
In this universe, it's on his right.
Two right thumbs.
Hey!
and I mean, Joe's a little bit weaker than I am too, so I can take him.
Let me just clip this real quick.
That's true. Bring it
And
on.
an email.
But
He was in
then
a Pee
Twitter,
Wee Herman movie, so I can take him.
He was in Magic Mike though too.
Yep.
Well, who do you think taught him how to dance? Come on.
Pee Wee Herman? Is that what you're trying to say?
Definitely. Pee Wee Herman definitely taught that man how to dance.
God damn it. Let's go see Archon.
Alright.
All right. So what are you?
Time to make our way back.
We turn this bitch around and go the opposite
Yeah, we flip a
direction.
bitch. Flip a bitch. We're
Well,
on Atlas Earth, right?
yeah, we're at that
Good.
time too, where you guys need to decide. Well, we can end here because it's time, but decide whether you guys want to go to the obelisk or the tower. And there's a big river here as well.
We'll jump it. It'll be fine.
Jump it. Yeah.
That
Well, we
didn't-
just find
nope.
those slingshotty things again or whatever.
Yeah, that was like way over here.
Definitely. Oh.
That was way over there.
Probably more somewhere.
Oh.
Maybe
We're gonna have
the
to-
mage
we're
of
gonna
the
have to
We'll
obelisk.
ask a dragon to fly us over.
Go ask Tiamat, hey, can you get me across this river?
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what she likes to do is taxi mortals. That sounds just like Tiamat.
It does make sense to hit the obelisk before we go and
This is why I did the numbers this way, so I could have 666. That's why I picked like a random number for it, because it's actually one hex is 6.66. So if you go out 10, it's 66.6.
Oh, clever.
That's
Clever
okay.
Trevor over there.
So, good session, guys. You almost but didn't die.
We've accomplished nothing.
not true. We
Yeah, you got a bunch of information.
Yes, definitely.
We learned who Z has a connection with.
we're gonna be friends.
Anybody have any clue about that?
Oh, no.
Maybe like the rod kind of gave it away.
Thought we
Yeah.
Isn't that like a symbol of Asmodeus?
Maybe just a little
Well,
bit.
he had, yeah, he
Yeah,
has,
Asmodeus has a rod, but
but yeah, you're in trouble, Jesse.
Cookies. He's in trouble. He's upstairs. He said, "What? Nothing. Everything's fine. You're doing great. Rob wanted me to tell you you're doing great.
All good things.
All good things, man."
That is a lie.
Well, we'll be back either maybe Thursday or definitely Sunday next week. Thank you everyone for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.
adios.